Alright. Perfect, we should be live now. Let me get tabbed into the game and we can get started today. Alright. How's it going, everybody? I'm J Cubed. Today, we're doing something a wee bit special. We're playing 7 Days to Die. This is one of my... Honestly, it's probably one of my all-time favorite games. What we are doing is we are... basically starting a new world, and I'm on a difficulty that's a wee bit harder than any of the others I've played before. I'm on the Warrior difficulty, for anybody that may or may not be aware. That is... if you're used to FPS games, that's basically the equivalent of I'm on the hard difficulty, if we're talking like difficulty levels. But... that's pretty much what it is. We're going to die a lot. I have a creeping suspicion this is not going to go well. We're going to get clapped. We found some place named the Devil's Cauldron, and I already hate it. But hello, Kayla. Hello, Miles. Welcome to the stream. Hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful day today. How hard is Warrior difficulty? Well, like I said, in FPS terms, it should be like an equivalent to, a hard mode. It's not like veteran difficulty, because I genuinely don't think I could handle that. That's a little above my pay grade, you know what I mean? That's a little above my skill level, you know? 7 days to die on the 7th day of the week during 7th day of the month in the big 25, whereas 2 and 5 add up to 7. You always break my mind, Alabon. But I did forget today is the 7th. That's a lot of coincidence going on. That's a lot of coincidence. I need to collect rocks. I'm struggling to find rock. But yeah, basically the equivalent is we're doing hard mode. We're probably going to die a lot because I managed to find a way to die the last time I made a video on this in the normal mode, which is, I think, adventure. It's 2 tiers below hard mode. Because, there are 7, it goes from 1 to 7. I am on 5, I believe adventure is on 3. There's a number scale to it. It's a little weird. It's a little confusing, but... 7th day of the week is labeled as the 7th of December 2025. Yes, it is. The best way to survive is obviously to break grass with your fists. Well, the whole point is it's a survival crafting game. You know, similar to Minecraft and shit, but in my opinion, better. You need to collect resources, make weapons, make all kinds of shit, basically. So right now I'm doing the most basic things. I'm getting basic resources, getting a couple levels, doing the first quest that we get, which is like, oh, make a club, make some items so that you don't fucking die. Also, I do random world generation because I feel like that's a way more interesting way to do that. I don't like any preset worlds. I feel like that's a little too easy. We're not doing that. I want to not know what's coming. But you wanna know what I do hate? I hate that you have these different trader posts you can go to, and I swear to God, it always gives me this guy named Trader Rhett first. Dude is an asshole, man. He is not a good person, and I hate it. I wish it would just give me... So, like, right now, my character's got a basic outfit. We've got a little bit of defense. We make a bow. We make some arrows. The starting quests are the same that they've always been, as far as I've known. And I'm gonna need to use the hell out of that bow, because I have a feeling, since we're a little bit on the harder side of difficulties, I'm going to fucking die if I try to use the club a lot. 67 days to die. Not the 6-7. Oh no. How's it going? It is going wonderfully. This is gonna be a good day. And I'm hoping to stream 7 Days to Die a little more often, honestly. It's a slow burn, it's a slow start, but I like it. I like it a lot. Did all the most basic quests. There's a note to read here. Okay, don't really care. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. So now we go find the trader outpost. Now we can go get missions and shit. Gives us a good opportunity to get resources, get levels, get guns and shit, hopefully. You can only do X amount of quests in one day. So I can't remember what number that caps out at, but at a certain point, you know, we'll have to start thinking about that. You're currently disposing of evidence of your crimes in Red Dead 2. Nice. Very nice. God, I love that game, man. Red Dead is definitely one of my favorites. I gotta be honest. That game has stormed to the forefront in games that I absolutely love and adore. It is very, very nice. Alright, we found our first zombie. We're gonna test how much it takes to kill a very basic zombie. 3 power attacks to the head with a club. It's not enough. 4 is not enough. 5 power attacks to the head. Oh, I'm not ready for this, guys. I'm not ready. I've never played on any difficulty that is above the normal difficulty on this. And the zombies are already way more resilient than I am comfortable with. Way more resilient. The writer of Red Dead 2 said the reason Arthur contracted TB is because his own grandfather contracted TB. Are you saying, like, there's like a genetic predisposition to getting TB? Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually know how TB works other than kind of what it does to you, so not exactly an expert on this. Am I gonna have to deal with this thing saying the Duke left you a note to read on my screen the whole time? I read the note and then I disposed of it. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? How dare you? I guess that's just gonna sit there, right at the bottom of my screen the entire time. This should be a good game to stream. Love those. Oh yeah, you gotta love the zombie games. Gotta love the zombie games. There's a lot I can do in this game, which is kind of the best part. So in the bottom left, you might notice there is a stamina meter, and then there is a health meter. Things get problematic if you start losing health too quick. You can get broken bones, you can get shit that you need to treat that you have to deal with that injury for a while, so I'm hoping I don't fuck myself over with all that. And I always try to make sure I have plenty of these additional resources because that's how you make basic tools. And if you're ever in a situation where you absolutely need the tools and you can't make them, you're gonna be having a bad time. Oh, the writer's grandfather. I see. So he made the story a little bit personal is what you're saying. Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down, Miles. That makes sense. That makes sense. A lot of times, creators with things like that will find a way to make it personal or, you know, add a little bit of realism, a little bit of real life into it. You know, it's like it makes it theirs, you know what I mean? Also, these big bitches take a little bit extra. As if that is not evident enough, he's eating all my arrows, I've bashed him in the head. Please, for the love of God, die. Dude, this is... If I get swarmed... If I go out at night, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna die, because the zombies at night just sprint you down, and I'm not gonna be able to survive that. Like, there's no way I could fight these bitches at night until I have, like, guns and shit. There's no way. Originally, Arthur was more savage. It didn't contract TB. Arthur's original didn't even bother doing camp chores. Since in the beta, at least leaves Arthur after... Oh, I see. I see. So basically, you know, there were some things changed about the story. But hey, I like the changes. It's a damn good story with damn good characters, you know? I'm pretty satisfied with where it ended up so far. Hey, I killed that guy in, I think, 4 power attacks. I think we're making progress here. I think we're making good progress. We still haven't gotten to the settlement. I probably should be dead sprinting to the trader, because getting those missions done early is a very, very big deal. Because you gotta level up, you gotta get better shit. Because this stuff that you craft at the very start, fucking terrible. Absolute dog shit. It is not gonna keep me alive for very long. Yeah, one thing that we're not doing, we're not going... See what I mean? It's always Trader Rex. He doesn't give good shit because his whole thing is farm and seeds and shit, and he's always an asshole. Pay attention to what this guy's about to say to me. I have done nothing wrong to this man, and he's probably going to tell me I smell like I crawled out of a fucking sewer.
Morning. If you try to say it's a good morning, there's the goddamn door. Well... I guess I'm gonna have to pay you now that you did it.
Slightly positive because I did a quest.
Listen up, jackass. You want work? Then show some respect.
He is never
Don't
kind
just
to me.
stand there with your thumb up your ass. Get the job
He's also
done.
got a thing about thumbs up asses. I think Trader Rhett has some very odd proclivities, but we're not gonna get into that. I'm gonna sell off the things that I really don't need. The only thing that sucks is the very first quest that you get from him is always a shitty little buried supplies, and I hate it. I hate digging for the buried supplies. It's not exactly the most fun thing to do. It is very... go dig a hole, find some shit, come back. Not the most riveting things. Isaac dies in the cold of Coulter, and Arthur gets mad. The voice line where Arthur threatens the O'Driscoll. He originally said something in the line of, "You better tell me before I bash your head in." Ah, okay. So he was going to be a lot more brutal from the start. I wonder, I'm never going to experience it because I don't think I could bring myself to play a game like Red Dead with low honor. Because, God, I just don't like being an asshole when I play games. But... I wonder how the interactions with Arthur and everybody would be if your honor was absolute shit, right? Like, I'm assuming he would just be an absolute dick, right? That's the easy thing to assume. Also, technically, I didn't get more sleep last night. However, my sleep schedule made a positive adjustment. Because since I've been going to bed at like 3 in the morning, which is a problem, don't fucking do that, it was really hard to cut into that, so I kind of laid in bed for a while, but I did get to bed between 1 and 2, which means I'm cutting back into good sleep schedule territory. This is a W in my book. Slow steps forward, slow steps forward. Prices of things get higher the lower the honor. Oh, that's... I'm glad there's a way it punishes you. That's nice, that's nice. I think the first game I ever played that had an honor system, or a system where, like, where you could be either good or bad and it affected shit, I only ever played one game of the series, and I didn't get very far, didn't really understand what was going on. It was many years ago. I played Fable, one of the Fable games, and I very much enjoyed it. I liked being able to be either an asshole or... I think the right way to say it is instead of a karma system, right? Because there's good karma, bad karma, based on how you decide to do shit, you know? Also, I wonder if I leave this hole here long enough, whenever I get a bike and shit, maybe I'll accidentally fall in it and die one day. We'll see. We'll see. But as far as I see it, this zombie is a free kill, free experience points. Yeah, he bitch slapped me. He did 14 points of health. They take more damage. They do more damage. I am not ready for warrior difficulty. God damn it. I also don't know exactly how you heal. I think you have to have good health where, like, your character is hydrated and you also eat shit. But I don't want to use my first aid bandage too quickly, because that is something that is probably going to save me when I get in a bind or when I start bleeding. Because if you start bleeding... Ow, you bitch! Okay, I think I was right about having to use the bow and arrow more often. Okay, you can go down now. Thank you. And also, there's always a chance whenever you shoot an arrow into a zombie that the arrow might break. So some of these arrows I'm not getting back. That could lead to long-term complications. So there's 3 possibilities for Kieran in the beta. He wasn't even created, Arthur kills him to let his anger out, or Arthur spared him. Sounds like the game changed a lot from the beta to the full release. I just ran a full circle around this bitch, not realizing there wasn't a door over there.
Look here, boys. We got
Alright, so
ourselves
we
a
have
real-life
options
hero,
here.
And now he wants
And
to
there's
be
only
paid.
one good option. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's only one good option. The pipe shotgun is terrible. It's the worst thing in the entire game. The pipe rifle is alright. The pipe pistol, that's okay. Pipe baton, it's a decent melee weapon, but I feel like we're gonna want to keep our distance. I feel like the best thing we can get is the pipe machine gun. It's still ass, but if I get swarmed, I can shoot more bullets quickly. It could save my ass. I feel like if I had a pipe machine gun, when I was breaking into that police car in that last video I made on 7 Days to Die, I might not have died. So,
Name's not important. You better not fuck this up.
that is
Look
why
quick, buy
I'm making the
quicker,
decisions
you
I'm
cheap
making.
Son of a bitch.
So, from him, we got a pipe machine gun, we got 15 bullets. We'll go ahead, pull it out, and we will load it. It's very crudely thrown together, as are all of the pipe weapons. They are pipe weapons are like the first version of all of the firearms. And they're always going to be the shittiest, but now we have that for a rainy day. Now, you see, this is the part that's been getting me. I think in the early builds of this game, this zombie, I don't know what she's called anymore, but she used to be called a stripper zombie. I'm pretty sure. If I'm not mistaken. I remember a long time ago watching Markiplier and his friends play this game back when it still looked graphically very shit. And I'm pretty sure whenever a zombie would die, the name would pop up in like a feed. There was definitely a stripper zombie in there, and that was that bitch right here. Do you see how problematic it is? There's 3 zombies, and it's already like an absolute bitch to do this. This is gonna suck. A lot changed. There's... Oh yeah. I have been told by y'all that a lot of things changed because they ran out of time and or resources for the game, but they did damn good with what they had. And a lot has changed about this game too. The most recent things, ever since they went to version 2, you can see that up there in the corner, what version it is. It's always in the top corner. Ever since they went to version 2, they changed the icons for a lot of things. They changed a lot of things. I think they are good changes, based on what I have experienced playing the game. Haven't played that much of the game yet since they changed it. But so far, I know they changed, like, all the food and water icons, like, in the bar and everything, in the menu, so I know that. And they changed some things about how the game works, but there's something to do with Miner's Lung, and I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. I never really looked into it. I'm probably gonna need a few more arrows. Oh, fun fact, it used to be where how you have different levels of these items, like how the club is level 1, you can level that shit up based on how you level up your character. You used to level up your items by crafting X amount of those items. That was a terrible system. I'm so glad that is not a thing anymore. But we got some skill points. We can level up a bit, but we probably need to see what type of weapons we can get before we go doing that. Because what we don't want to do is waste our skill points on things we're not going to develop. Like, I could level up the clubs, like what I'm using right now, but I hate using clubs. So if I were to do that, I would be wasting very precious skill points, very precious resources. We don't want to do that. You're a wee bit resilient, and I hate it. Fuck off. Give me my arrow back, bitch. Level 3, 6 skill points. Very good start, very good start. But yeah, this game is damn near unrecognizable from what it started as. And I think they've gone in a very nice direction. Overall, I would say I'm very satisfied with what they've done with the place. Another construction zombie, fantastic. Can't wait for him to run my ass down. Ow, not the fucking bird. Nope, bad. Ow. Okay, now my health is a little fucked. I'm gonna heal myself and hope for the best. God damn it. You see, I was trying to save that fucking bandage for a rainy day, and the rainy day came a little faster than I thought it would. That's why you gotta be careful. That's why you gotta be real careful. Especially when you're playing a difficulty level you don't normally play. You gotta be ready for anything. That looks fucking disgusting, by the way. Alright. The food I have consumed will help me survive. There is a small chance that when you search the toilets, you can get a pistol from it. I don't fucking know why that's a thing, but that's been a thing since the game's been, like, very early on. I'm fucked. I'll be real with you. If I don't make this guy stumble a lot in my next few hits, I think he's gonna kill me. I need my stamina back. You can't swing. Ah, shit! Thank God that killed him. You can't swing when you don't have any stamina, so you could just start getting the shit beat out of you. You gotta be really careful. Someone must have shat a pistol in the bathroom. Maybe they had a pistol stored up in the good old-fashioned prison pocket, and it slipped out. I mean, you never know. You never know. I don't know what the fucking theory is on it, but all I know is it's a thing, and that's all I need to know. It would be very lucky if we could, you know, get one of those, though. It would be very fortunate for us. That door is probably only gonna survive one hit. That's fine. I'm just stalling for time here. Ah, shit. Ooh, exploded his head. It looks like they're getting a little stuck right there, and for that, I keep fucking missing. For that, I am eternally grateful. Give me my arrows back, you sons of bitches. Also, my club's about to break, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna repair that. Don't want my shit breaking in the middle of a fight. I already can hardly handle a few zombies. You throw two at me at the same time, it's already means to panic, so... Or it's already a reason to panic. Sorry. And that sounds like a hell of a lot more than a couple zombies. Can I close this? Of fucking course I can. Hey, at least it was kind enough to open up a way to go outside so I could, like, retreat and attack the zombies, you know what I mean? You see? The game is being kind to me. Whether that is intentional or not. Ow! I can't be letting these guys hit me like that, man. It is a problem. Alright, another one bites the dust. He's still alive. Beauty. There we go. Alright, now we gotta go fetch the item, and then we can, where the fuck is it? It says it's over here. Oh. So for these fetch missions, you just grab a thing, and then you gotta take it back to the trader, and you've completed the mission. Very simple. Very simple. The worst part about the missions is always having to fight the plethora of zombies where all the main mission loot is. The oldest Your Mom joke was discovered on a stone tablet hundreds of years old. But sadly, the punchline must have been destroyed and we will never know the punchline. Oh, that is a tragedy. That is a tragedy that is lost to time, dude. Also, we just found a pipe shotgun. No ammo. The pipe shotgun is absolutely ass, but now we got that shit for free. So I'm even more glad that I didn't pick that as a mission thing. A mission reward from our boy Trader Rhett. Ooh, Yucca juice. Very good, very good. Very, very good, very, very nice. Now we go back to the trader. We get our quest rewards, we get another quest. Wash, rinse, and repeat. We really need to get as many quests done in a day as possible because, like I said, you can only do so many in one day. And also, the zombies get stronger as time goes on, so if you are not leveling up your shit, if you are not getting stronger, you are going to get outpaced by the zombies very quickly. Very, very quickly. And you don't want that. Because what this game has, I believe, is it functions in what is called a game state. The game state is this number, influenced by multiple factors. How many days you have survived, what area you are in, shit like that, what level your character is, and the higher the game state goes, the higher, the stronger the zombies are, the more special zombies come, the harder they are to kill. It's a fun time.
Now that you did the
Kinda
job,
like talking to
I guess
Trader
you
Rhett.
ain't that damn bad after all.
Do 10% more damage against coyotes. I don't think that's gonna be all that useful, if I'm being honest. Coal might just be a good thing to have. We'll go with coal. Give me some coal, Santa. And then I will do another fetch mission.
I'm not surprised. What's the
And is there
matter?
anything I
Can't
can
find
sell
what
off
you're
that I don't
looking
want?
for?
I don't want a bipod. Get that shit out of here. And then I kind of want to keep all the other stuff. I'm going to hold on to ammo. I'm going to make sure I hold on to food and drink. And then this is a first aid kit that could be very, very handy in a pinch. And I want my coal. The murky water we can turn into drinkable water, but we need to find a cooking pot first. And I always struggle to find a cooking pot. Could I buy a cooking pot off of you, Trader Rhett? Do you want to be useful for once in your goddamn life? Of course you don't. You don't even have a cooking pot. What use are you, dude? He has a cooking pot. I'm sorry for everything I said, Trader Rhett. You are a beautiful human being, but I'm too poor.
Customers like you.
But I'm too poor to afford that right now, so I need more money. Good afternoon, jackass. I told you, Trader Rhett is an absolute he is bitch made. Trader Rhett is an asshole, and he's always the first trader that you interact with. I remember before 2.0, the first trader you would interact with is this guy named Trader Joe. And Trader Joe is really cool. His specialty, I think, is weapons. Each trader specializes in different shit. There's Trader Rhett, he does like all the farm shit with seeds and stuff. Trader Bob, I think, he specializes in vehicles and shit. There's a lady who she specializes in medicine. But we always get this guy. He's an asshole and his specialty is in dog shit loot, so it's not even worth it. He's so stereotypical apocalypse game trash fencer you can't. It's a nasty country ass guy. You're not wrong. He is like the archetype of the guy who's like, everything sucks and fuck everybody. Oh yeah, one of these guys. You're nice and disgusting. I'm trying to kill all the zombies I can. Holy fuck. I'm trying to kill all the zombies I can to get as much experience as I can. What the fuck is that guy doing? Alright, while you do all that, I'm gonna try to get another kill. Bow and arrow proficiency might be something worth investing my skill points into, not gonna lie. As long as I hit my shots, then it's, ow, you bitch. Then it's useful as long as I hit my shots. Unlike that. Can I have that back? I don't even know where the fuck it went. Son of a bitch. Gray on gray is not very easy to see. And that one's gone. Really? Come on. That one exploded on contact. No, it didn't. I can pull it out of his face. Killed that. This is still alive. This is still alive. God damn it. It's really hard to hit these ones in the head. You want some scrap? It's fine, characters? Yeah, yeah. It's a shame he was let to live. You talk about Trader Rhett? Well, I mean, maybe it's his cynicism that keeps him alive. Who knows? Who knows? But whatever the case is, he's a dick, so, you know. Take it with a grain of salt. Where are we? Dick's Diner. Beautiful. I mean, Dick's Diner might not sound the most appealing, but there's a Chinese all-you-can-eat buffet that is amazing called Dong's, so I am not one to judge based off of the name of an eatery, you know? My character's very hungry. Let me just take a second to eat some food in the middle of battle. Zombies don't want to eat that type of guy? Well, maybe they should. Maybe they should. Even the zombies know that the flesh of a sour person would probably taste sour, you know what I mean? I have 8 skill points. I really gotta figure out what I'm going to level up. The food looks so unappealing when you eat that shit. That was a headshot. I think that was a headshot. We can keep that up, maybe we can actually kill this fucking thing. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Ooh, a purse. Lockpicks are very valuable. I usually don't use them, I usually just sell them. It's very common for me to just get shit and then immediately sell it. All because I don't want to bother. I operate by the couldn't be fucked mentality, you know? Like, I just couldn't be fucked to care. Cooking pot! We don't even need to buy it for 600 big ones off of the trader. Let's go. Fuck Trader Rhett. Zombies games are so easy when zombies are 15 meters tall and you have grappling hooks. You referenced an Attack on Titan again. Because, I mean, fair. Also, the Titans are rather dangerous. I mean, if we're being honest, there is a reason why the mortality rate is so bad in that show. I mean, if it doesn't give you a big enough idea of how shitty the fight is going in that, humanity versus the Titans, keep in mind, if the main character didn't get bailed out in the first fight, he would have died. If that plot armor was not unbelievably thick. Like that is a losing battle. Sure, they got good at it, but still, just fighting normal Titans proved to be a pretty big chore for even the ones that were good at it, you know what I mean? Oh, I already killed that one. Hell yeah. I want my end mission loot. That's what I want. I need to claim all this shit, see if there's anything decent. The skill books are very valuable. Always read those bitches. Very valuable, very good for you. And then I try to stockpile on as much ammo as I possibly can. If there's one thing I don't like about this game, it is the fact that it doesn't just have, like, ambient music in the background, and that's kind of the problem I have with, like, half of Sea of Thieves, so you know that's a really big deal for me. If I keep streaming this, I'm going to get a playlist of music. I am finding all kinds of food, hell yeah. I'm going to get a playlist of music, royalty-free of course, something that I can actually use, won't get, like, copyright strikes, because that is something you have to be careful about. I will get music that I can actually, like, play lightly in the background because I don't like not having any background music, you know what I mean? It's a big thing for me. I like music a lot. And it's a very good filler thing. Very good. But now that I found a cooking pot, I can actually turn all this murky water I found into drinkable water. That's something I didn't accomplish the last time I played the game. And it might have been a little bit of a problem. Also, I'm gonna show off this pipe shotgun. This is how slow it is to reload. This is why it is dog shit. But in a pinch, it can be useful. I found 2 shotgun shells, so I figured I would show it off. Now, the pipe machine gun, I kind of actually want to make sure I save the ammo for that for when I'm in a pinch, but, you know, sometimes shit happens. Sometimes shit happens. Without music is more realistic. Yeah, but the thing is, we're not exactly going for realism here. There it is! There's a little bit of light music in the background. Why the fuck wasn't it playing that? Game, what are we doing here? Hang on, game, in-game music volume. Okay, never mind. I forgot there was in-game music because I turned that shit down. A long time ago. How you like that one, tough guy? No, shit, he's running at me. Let's not do that. Also, I think sometimes the zombies, when you are hitting them, they enter into this, I think it's called a rage state, whatever it is, where they move faster towards you. I think that speed is considered a jog, and at night is when it turns into a sprint. This is a police car. Now, I'm going to use my 3 lockpicks to try and get into it. If it fails, I'm not breaking it open, because I learned that if I break this bitch open, 110% I'm going to die. I know that as a fact. The zombies it will send at me are way too strong. Oh my god, I got in. 3rd lockpick, you beauty. Wow. I got a stone spear, which is a little ass, but that's okay. I got good ammo and I got water. I will take that. That is beautiful. I love that. Hell yeah. Also, we should always search the mailboxes because they have crafting magazines in them sometimes, and that's kind of the way you have to level that shit up. I hope they change that system at some point. I'm not the biggest fan of having to rely on chance and crafting magazines for that shit, but you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. Fucking hell. You know what? I'm not even gonna fight you. You're gonna go take a quick shower, be right back. Alright. You enjoy yourself. I had myself a bit of a shower this morning. Felt very nice. It was a great way to wake up. That's actually why I didn't get as much sleep, because even though I got to bed earlier than I had on the previous night, the really big issue was I woke up early and I couldn't go back to sleep. And when that happens, I just gotta call it quits, you know.
You think you're pretty smart now, don't you? Here's your pay, Einstein.
Going for the crafting skill magazines, and then
I don't like you. Well,
we're gonna go
luck.
south again
Looks of it. You're gonna buy
for
some
that
food
other
or just
mission.
Stand there like a goddamn idiot.
And then I should probably hold on to the sewing kits in case I get struck with a bit of a bleed. I don't need coffee beans. I don't need a lot of this shit. I don't need yet. I should probably hold on to the painkillers. A lot of this stuff I would normally sell off, but I'm being very cautious about what I choose to sell off because, shit can get crazy pretty quick, and I'm trying to be very, very mindful of that. I would like a cooking grill, but I don't have enough money for it. But I could probably get a little more money. Like if I sell 1 yucca, if I sell 1 of my foods, and if I sell Another one of my foods. I can get a cooking grill, and now I can be self-sustainable.
Well, maybe you should try Shamway.
Now I can be semi-sustainable when it comes to food and shit. So I can do everything I need to on the fire. I can cook food. Or I can cook meat. I can boil water to get healthy water. It's good. These are good things for me. Also, we're gonna hole up in here for the day. First order of business, we need to clear it of zombies. If we clear the zombies, then we'll be sitting pretty. The strategy is clear out the zombos, see if there's anything useful, find a place to put my campfire and everything, because I will need a place to hole up for the nighttime. And this place is looking like candidate numero uno. It's looking like the best one. Ooh, a burnt zombie. Ooh, a couple of burnt zombies. Shit. Oh, come the fuck on. You know, sometimes you hit your shots, and then sometimes you just feel like a damn fool. And sometimes you let the zombies hit you for absolutely no reason. And, you know, that makes you feel great. And get some of my arrows back that I fucking missed. Really? Can we not go jumping ledges, buddy? Thank you. Now, where are my arrows? Oh, I shot them up here, but I don't fucking know. That's fine. We don't need them. We can make more. We can make more arrows. That's no big deal. This is a really shitty house to hold up in, I'm not gonna lie. It's really fucked up. Everything is weak. Don't know how I feel about that, but we don't really have the liberty to be picky right now. This is the best we got, and we'll stick with it. I would like to go do that other mission, but I have a feeling I'm going to pay dearly for that if I choose to do so. Okay, so bedroll go here. We can go ahead and make a campfire. The campfire will go right here. We'll put our coal on for fuel. Put our grill there, and we will put our cooking pot. And first and foremost, let's get all this water done. Get all the water, and then we can also boil eggs or whatever, but what I really want to do is be able to make grilled meat. However, we don't have any meat. And also we need to level up our food abilities to be able to cook that shit, so, you know. Pros and cons, you know what I mean? For a while, these scraps and shit like that, I'm gonna be selling that off. I should also make a storage box. A storage crate. We can call it whatever we want. We can give it a name. We're gonna call it my shit. And we're going to throw... We don't need to use repair kits yet. We should keep ammo on us. We don't have a pistol yet. Don't need that. Don't need pine cones. Don't need iron yet. Don't need clay yet. Don't need that. See, that there's just a lot of shit that we just don't need to carry on us that's taking up space. And you gotta be careful about that. Alright, go ahead and drink this water. It is nighttime approaches rapidly. I'm pretty sure it becomes nighttime at 22 up there. The little on the time. When it hits 22, I believe we hit nighttime and all the zombies start sprinting and we start shitting our pants specifically. So, I'm gonna try to... Let's see. We're gonna make some building blocks, and we're going to find a way to block our shit in. First and foremost, I'm gonna see if I can kill this guy. And there might be some meds right here. Yep, meds. Jar of honey, very valuable. I have had very bad run-ins with getting infections in this game, and it leading to me dying, so... I'm glad we already have a way to try and prevent that. Alright, I need to kill these zombies, like, now. It's about to be nighttime, and I need to fortify. Alright. Yep, it's nighttime. That's what I was thinking. Shit, I think you can get in right here, too. Fucking hell. That's fine. I don't need to get out right here, so I'm not really worried about it. We are locking ourselves up for nighttime because, God forbid, a sprinter get in here. I will have a very bad time. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. We will block that up. We're trying to address this shitty little building that we chose, its weaknesses, and there's a lot more weaknesses than strong suits, let's be honest. There's a lot of ways in here. There's a lot of ways in here. We should probably make a door. That's what we should do. We need a door. A wood double door. That sounds nice, but I think we also need a normal door. Good old-fashioned double door right here. And we also need a normal door, but I'm not sure where the hell I'm gonna put that. Could I repair this door? Okay, yeah, that's fine. What's the use of a door that's laying on the ground? Seriously. Fuck are we doing here? And then how sturdy is this? Not very. Fantastic. This is where we'll put our normal door. Normal door. And then here we will get rid of this shit. And we will put blocks in its place. We'll upgrade them. We will be fine. There's a zombie that is very pissed off over here. Where is he? I don't know where it is. I don't know where the pissed off... Oh, he's at the door. Fantastic. Alright, we know... We have the means to deal with this. Everything is A-okay. You, come here. And get stabbed. Get stabbed a lot. Oh, that's a feral one. The glowing yellow eyes means danger, by the way. Means way more danger than the normal ones. Because if it's a feral zombie, it takes more damage, it deals more damage. It's a bad time. But again, because we prepared for this shit, we're gonna be fine. I am gonna need my stamina back though, so... We have a block right in front of her that we can just keep repairing. Okay, can we calm down? Can we calm down? There we go. Finally killed it. The yellow-eyed zombies are a problem. The feral ones are a problem. Where are you breaking in? Oh, shit. He's hitting something over here. That's fine. That's fine. We're okay. There's no reason to panic. Everybody stay calm. We should probably start leveling up something. I really like the spears. I really like the spears. So, we're gonna try to level up the spears. If we can get good spear upgrades quick, I think we might be cooking later on. So, good spear, good spears. What else would be good for us? Daring adventure, better trader items, get more dukes. I think this is a good one. I think this is also a good one. Then we can get that second level and we level up again. See, we know what to level up. We got a plan. We're a man with a plan. You know what I mean? Now let me heal my spear. Repair the spear. Come over here. You're not a feral, so you don't exactly concern me. You're back. What's happened while you were gone? We hit nighttime, and we had our first feral zombie come attack us. So the zombies run at night. We already went over that part. They broke down one of my doors. I put a block, kept repairing it, and stabbing them with the spear over it. There was a zombie with the yellow eyes. They were feral. Feral zombies, very dangerous, but I had a block here to hold them at bay. So, we managed to deal with that. We had a few zombies attack. We got them. We got them. No reason to be concerned at all. Yet. Yet. I know it's dangerous to go out at night because I could very easily get killed. However, I get bored easy. This ain't a good time. Nah, this is a great time. This is a great time. We killed the zombies. We're A-okay. Things are looking up. Like that zombie? That's not a feral zombie over there. She doesn't have the yellow eyes. We do need to craft some more arrows, though. Alright, so I'm gonna lure her in. You come this way. At nighttime, the zombies sprint. Why are you attacking the tree, you dumb... Okay. And something else that we did, we spent our skill points. So, we spent the skill points we had. What I decided to go for is one of my favorite paths. We are going for a little bit of better quest rewards, and then we are going for Spear Master. So we are becoming stronger with the spears. So my spears do more damage now. Now I think I'm going to be able to kill shit a little better. Which is why 2 power attacks to the face killed that bitch. If it was a feral zombie, that would have been a different story. I would have ran inside my home and cried. But it wasn't a feral zombie, so I lucked out. Also, I didn't really secure this part, but instead I put doors and shit, so... I have an area of relative safety. You know, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. And then my campfire's up here, boiling water, but I think it's done. Yeah, so I'll turn that off. Yeah, so now we also got some extra water and shit. I'm gonna see if there's any zombies out here that I can attack. Weapons bag? Well, shit. I'm gonna see if another pipe shotgun. Thinking about selling that. Actually, it's in a little bit better condition. Improved spear crafting skill. Nice. Wood splitter mod. That's a good thing to put on your axe. So there's also mods that you can find that can make your shit better too. I normally don't fuck around with mods all that much, but Like, I found a modifier to make my axe better against wood, so now it'll chop into things like trees a little better. So, you know, just a little better. And I also made a container for my shit. I dubbed it my shit. This is my shit. This is random stuff that I am not really going to need right now. I don't need an extra shotgun right now. I keep the ammo on me. I keep some liquids and foods on me. We're doing pretty good, I'd say. And we got some honey, so if we get infected, we have a way to cure that really easy. Infections in this game are an absolute bitch, because if you don't have honey, and if you let your infection get past a certain point, then only antibiotics can cure it, and finding those, the odds are not very great, so you gotta be careful with that shit. You gotta be very careful. But anyways, again, I get really bored really easily, so even though it's dangerous to go out at night, I feel like tempting fate. Now these guys aren't really scary at night. They don't really have an option to sprint because no legs. So I'm just gonna poke them with the spear a few times. Take care of it. There we go. Took a few more hits than I wanted it to, but all in all, that's a job all done right there. And then once we hit 4 a.m. up there at the time, then it'll be day again, and we will be safe. That's what happens when you skip leg day. Yeah, your legs just fall off, man. They disappear. It's crazy. Never skip leg day. I never skip leg day. I love leg day. I love working out legs. I never had an issue with that. I think this is called a spider zombie. What they can do is they can jump at you like that. It can be a problem, but I'm ready for it, so it won't be a problem. I know your tricks. Oh, Jesus. I know your tricks, you little bitch. He's just an ugly little guy, all in all. Not actually that dangerous. Your mom taught to a friend about the fact you can eat an entire pizza and still have the body of a stick. Some people just have very fast metabolisms, and it is insane. Oh, I didn't even use this. Some crafting skill magazines. Always good to use. But that's just kind of something that happens. Some people have a really fast metabolism. I knew somebody named Ethan in school. And this guy ate everything. He ate a ton. His body composition never changed because his metabolism was just so much faster, you know? It was insane. People with a fast metabolism, shit looks insane, like, from an outside perspective. Somebody who doesn't have a super fast metabolism like that, that shit looks crazy. But yeah, I had a friend who had a really fast metabolism, and yeah, it is kind of insane to see. I'm gonna try to get into this desk safe. I have 3 lockpicks. 3 lockpicks was good enough to get into the police car. I don't know if it'll be good enough to get into this. I'm not gonna lie, there's times I've tried to use lockpicks on things. God, I'm so lucky today. There's times I've tried... Pipe bomb! There's times I've tried to use lockpicks to get into things in this game where I've had like 10 lockpicks, not enough to get in. The fact that in 2 independent circumstances I managed to get into a locked thing with 3 each, I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Still no toilet gun. Still no toilet pistol. It'd be really funny if I could find one of those, but I haven't found one in a really long time. So honestly, I don't even know if it exists anymore. And your metabolism works overtime, or is turned into Sonic, you swear? Hey, yeah. Maybe you just got the metabolism of the fucking Barry Allen, dude. Maybe you got the metabolism of the Flash. You just gotta keep eating. You gotta keep consuming calories because you burn through that shit like you are on literal fire. You know, nighttime isn't all that scary when you have some upgrades and a sharp, pointy stick to keep things at a distance. Also, I still got the pipe machine gun. I've got the I've got the gat in the back pocket if shit gets dicey, but I think I'm strongest with the spear now. So you see that? I've leveled up the spears enough to where I can craft a stone spear level 4. So if I go to stone spear and I craft a level 4 stone spear, if we were to compare the stats on these, this one 12 melee attack damage, power attack damage 24. We get a boost, better durability, better damage because we leveled it up and we crafted a better one. So I'll scrap that, get the resources from it. Now our spear is even better. Even better. How fast the Flash is, no wonder he doesn't get second hookups. Oh. Sorry, I didn't understand that one at first, and then I thought about it for 3 seconds, and I was like, yeah, I get what you mean. Have you seen that meme? You know how the Reverse Flash is like, he hates Barry Allen so much, and he does everything he can to ruin his life. You know, have you seen the meme where it's some guy like dubbing over it, and it's the Reverse Flash? He's like, "It was me, Barry." And he's talking about him hooking up with his girlfriend. It was me, Barry. I jerked you off at supersonic speed to think that you came at the touch of a woman. I'm like, God damn it. I saw that video years ago, and that still has to be one of the best, like, dubbings over some shit I've ever heard in my life. I love it. You could find it if you looked up "It Was Me, Barry" on YouTube. I guarantee it. Guaran-fucking-tee. You know, as long as none of these are that's what I was talking about! Shit! I was just gonna say, as long as none of these are feral zombies, I'm good. The yellow eyes, feral zombies. They are fast, they do more damage, they are scary. They are resilient. They're very hard to kill. This is already a big guy, so he's already a little extra hard to kill. I'm gonna hit this motherfucker with everything I have. I don't necessarily want him to get too close. I feel like Chael Sonnen, can't let him get too close, because what I don't want... Ah, shit. I don't want him to hit me and get me in a loop of, like, where I'm taking damage. Alright, there's a few more zombies than I'm comfortable with attacking me right now. Ow. Okay. That one's dealt with. This guy's gotta be close to dead. I've hit him with every fucking arrow I've got, and I'm stabbing him in the head with the spear over and over. For the love of God, go down. Please. Dude, the feral zombies are bullshit. They're so strong. And then when you finally get them down, you don't even get all that much XP, like, bonus for killing them. It's insane. It's the equivalent of killing 3 normal zombies, but it feels like it takes more damage than the damage it would take to kill 3 normal zombies. Dear God. But yeah, that's exactly why I was about to say before I just so happened upon that guy. As long as they're not feral zombies, I feel like I'll be good. But they throw the ferals at me, that shit is how you die. That's how you die. They catch you unawares, maybe you've used up all your sprint stamina, you can't get away, they hit you, it stuns you, you just start getting the shit beat out of you. That's how you die. That's how you die right there, man. You gotta be careful. These zombies are some tricky bitches. So it just became daytime. If it becomes daytime, I think the zombies stop sprinting. Yep. Beauty. Absolute beauty. So, if you could just outlast them until day, they'll stop sprinting. Although the feral zombies are always quick, so that's something to look out for, too. Another reason the feral zombies are absolute bitches. They're quick and they're deadly at all times, but at nighttime when everything else sprints too, they are exceptionally scary. But yeah, now that we've got the spear leveled up a little bit and we got our ability points, you know, specced into the spear shit, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we can actually kill some shit. This is good. This is very good for us. There's another fetch mission, so I gotta go fetch some shit. Down, 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 bow, bow, bow. Alright, that's lots, that's unlots. And whenever you're pathing through the objectives, there's always, usually most of the paths will be lots, but there will always be ways to go. It's almost like a little bit of a puzzle, where there's always like an unlocked way to go. There's always a path you can take to get to the end of the objective, you know? And to force you to take that path, oftentimes it will, it's going to guide you through unlocked doors and shit like that. But then there was a button in there to open this up, so now I have an escape route, so that's nice. These car components are great for selling to the traders and getting currency to buy shit from them. I will be using and abusing this function, for sure. Also, I can't remember how long ago it was, but there was a time where you could not hit zombies through, like, broken open doors, and eventually they made it to where, like, the open areas wouldn't be a part of the door's hitbox, and I feel like that was a massive W when they changed that shit. You see, sometimes you find weird shit in the toilet. Like, I found a hunting knife. Hunting knives, they can be good. Don't get me wrong, they can be good. I mean, technically, it's better than my spear, other than the fact I'd have to get close. But the thing about hunting knives is, this is something that you use whenever you kill, like... So, the game decided to donate me, an example. So whenever you kill like an animal, like a deer or a chicken or a snake or something like that, there are tools that help you to gather more materials and gather them quicker. The knives are something for gathering, and they're very useful for that. Normally you would craft a bone knife first, but I just so happened to find a hunting knife, so lucky me, lucky me. The game donated me something to prove my point on what to do with the knife. Instantly. I'm honestly kind of grateful. Okay. Okay, how the fuck did I miss 3 times in a row? I'm starting to think I'm just blind. Speaking of blind, here's our objective right here. Boop. Now it's done. But this is the last room with the level loot, and of course you're gonna get ambushed by zombies because that's always how that shit goes. But it wasn't anything too crazy. We're not in any of the POIs where we're really in danger yet. Ooh, biker helmet. I'd like to wear that. Can of tuna. I'd like to eat that. And then a book. Weapons do 10% more damage when using a scope. Probably not gonna use that, but I mean, it's always good to read all the books you got. It will help, I'm sure. Probably. I don't fucking know. It helps you level up, so, and since there's an X amount of books in the world, you might as well read them all. Might as well read them all. Get what you can when you can. And through eating food and shit, we've managed to almost get all of our health back that we've lost throughout all this time. So that's good too. We're getting a lot of shotgun shells. I don't really fancy using the shotgun much, not gonna lie, never have. But I will use it to kill this next zombie. Just because. Boom! See? See? Shotgun blast to the face, it's not good enough. Shotgun, dog shit. Not a big fan. Not a big fan of the shotguns. Never been that big of a fan of the shotguns. The double-barreled shotguns, the short barrel, the sawed-off double-barrel shotguns, those are pretty decent. I never end up getting them. I usually don't play for long enough, because usually the game will have some big updates, or I'll go play other games for a while, and by the time I load into the game again, it's changed again, so I usually just end up restarting my runs. Kind of like today, except today has the extended purpose of I want to stream it again, and so as we advance, there'll be more and more shit, you know? It's not like we're just streaming this, and then it's like, hey, next time I would stream or make a video on 7 Days to Die, I'd just start over again. That would be counterintuitive and annoying. We're not gonna do that. This is so far my hardest difficulty I've played on the game, and we're here to experience that shit together. Our death counter is still at 0, so I think we're doing alright. By this time, I kind of figured I would have found a way to die already. I'm not gonna lie. And now we're back at home base, which is good, because I need to get up to my shit. Literally, my shit in storage. My shit right here. And I need the things I'm gonna sell off. I never use fort bites. What do they even do? Damage mitigation. That's probably good for a blood moon. Maybe I should hold on to those. Normally I would sell them. I'll hold on to them for now. I'll hold on to the glue. That's good for crafting. I guess I'll hold on to the cloth. This is drink, this is food, this is sell, hold on to the leather, hold on to the 9mm. Animal fat, I probably have a use for that. Vitamins, I'll leave those in there. Murky water, we'll make that into normal water later. And then there's plenty of shit for us to sell. Like, all of this shit right here. All these things. This is getting sold. We're gonna get money. We're gonna get Duke's Casino tokens. Nobody actually calls them that. Nobody calls them Duke's Casino tokens. They're just known as Dukes. But, you know. Yeah, I kind of wish I would have played this game a long time ago when it still looked really shit. Because there was still a little bit of charm to it, like, it looks like shit, it looks so much better now, but I'm telling you, if you look at the early builds of this game, it really did look like Minecraft, but with zombies, and it's come a really long way.
Morning. If you try to... Didn't we agree your first job was gonna be free? Damn, this is all I can spare.
Well, Trader Rhett, dick. Oh, hey. Clear zombies. Nameless caverns.
Oh,
Sounds good.
What are you standing there? You break any of my shit, you're paying
Sell. Very nice.
Careful out there.
And crafting magazines. Read those. We're good. And we probably even leveled up, honestly. Yeah, we got multiple skill points. Look at that shit. So, something we could do is... we can level up Daring Adventurer again to get more Dukes, better trader items. Very good, very nice. And then... I say we just go for broke on the spear shit, honestly. We try to get this spear stuff leveled up as much as we can. And that's another thing I didn't really think about, because you have to get a little farther into the game than I'm used to getting. All of these things have, like, mastery things for the section, and I don't know how you get those. I'm assuming you have to fully level up, like, the main perk, and then you can get those. But these, like, mastery category... Wait, I can get some. What? Oh, never mind. Well, I sound fucking stupid now. Harvest Dukes and cash from cushion seating, beds, shopping, basket. Oh, so I can harvest different things. Then it makes spears better, sprinting power attacks with spears, rifle shots, more damage. Okay. Okay, so I can get these things as I level them up. Oh, that is cool. Yeah, all of these mastery perks did not fucking exist. Before 2.0 and before, like, I started playing again, so... I'm telling you, man, there's always more and new shit, I'm telling you. Gonna take this opportunity to walk by. I don't want that chrysanthemum. Get that shit out of my way. I can make a... Did that say I could craft a tier 5 spear? Oh, hell yeah. My spear is even stronger now. Dude, we're going crazy with the spears today. I'm telling you, we're seeing how far we can take the spear crafting. We're still only on stone spears and we're already this strong. What I want to know is what happens when we finally get to the steel spears. Or the iron spears, that's the next level up. Then the steel spears. We can get so much higher than this, you know? We can get so much farther. Also, something funny about the pipe bombs is you can throw a pipe bomb without setting it to explode, and I don't know why that is a thing. I wonder if that's something that you could use for the purposes of, like, PvP, because you could technically kill people. I just never played this game multiplayer, because I don't want to deal with that. I already die to the zombies half the time. I don't want to go die to fucking people, too. Alright, to the Nameless Caverns we go. Is there a group of zombies up here? Or is it just one zombie making all kinds of ruckus? Making all kinds of noise? Oh, well, you are one of the ones from the point of interest that I'm trying to clear. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the ones above. So I could drop down here, but I don't want to do that. I've cleared out this objective before. Hang on, I recognize this. Yeah, we'll just go down the main way. We should be fine. And if we're not, then we'll deal with it when the time comes. Ooh. You are a little resilient, one-eyed lass. Huh. Alright, let's go ahead and clear this objective then. Ow. Son of a bitch. Can't be taking damage like that. Can't be letting them get my shit. No, no, no. No, no, no. 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 Bastard. You're back, what's happened? Oh, just killing some zombies, you know. Nothing out of the usual. One of the zombies hit me and infected me, so I decided to pull out the machine gun and start blasting. Very effective, by the way. Very, very effective. Get some bullets. Scrap those. Another bow. Don't really need that. I'll scrap it. Arrows. I'll take that. Strength mod. Ooh. Very nice. Ammo pile. Get some ammo. That basically makes up for all the ammo I've used so far. Ah, yes. Things are lovely. He's pulling his machine gun out. Look, sometimes you just gotta pull out the gat, you know? This is exactly why I decided to get the pipe machine gun, because all of the pipe weapons are terrible. However, the pipe machine gun has the, if you know, you know. He's pulling his cock out. Yes, I know. I know. I love Moist Critical clips, dude. I fucking love it. Charlie is a lovely, lovely lad. Where the fuck were you hiding? When did my character's arm get broken? Hang on. Hey, what the hell? Oh, my arm is sprained. It'll take some time to heal. Okay. So, no more ranged or power attack? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, good thing I can add this shit to my helmet, so that's nice. My arm is sprained, so I guess I gotta be careful in combat. Also, I need to go get one of my jars of honey from home base because a zombie gave me an infection, and you really should not let those get bad in this game. It can snowball into some pretty nasty shit. Dude's a career running funny guy. Yeah, and Charlie has an have you seen that man? He has an insane sleeper build. Like, when you see Charlie, you're like, oh, it doesn't necessarily look like he works out until that one time he fucking flexed and you're like, oh, oh my god. Fucking Moist Critical has been getting hit in the fucking gym, dude. It's insane. I still remember seeing that. I remember watching that clip where he's like, oh, people don't know, and then he fucking like flexes or whatever, and I'm just like, I'm pretty sure my exact reaction was, god damn. Like, good shit, man, good shit. But yeah. I love the way Charlie talks, dude. He's a funny guy, he's a funny guy. I appreciate those clips a lot. Honestly, I should probably get back to watching more of the clips. Saw someone once make a parody named Moist Cock. It was funny as hell. Part of a Funny Hub comments video. Oh my god. Those videos are pretty funny. There are very funny Hub comments out there. That is hilarious.
Well, looky here, boys. We got ourselves a real-life hero. And now, he wants to be paid.
Muffled connectors mod schematic. I just could not... Reduces noise from armor. Oh, that's for armor. I thought muffled whatever was supposed to be for vehicles. I mean, I guess I could use that. What's your next job, Trader Rhett? Buried supplies? Hell no. I'll clear zombies.
Good luck. What the hell do you want this time?
What the hell do you want this time? I want you to stop being a bitch, Trader Rhett. Here, have some extra shit I don't want to carry on me. How about that?
Cha-ching!
And turn you into a pack mule. Oh, I need to make a stop by my home base. Luckily, on the way to this next quest, we're going that way. He should dig up his own supplies. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Trader Rhett should stop being so fucking lazy, I think. Also, he doesn't see anybody else in the wasteland. I know technically if you're playing multiplayer, he sees multiple living people. The only living person he sees is me. Only me, and he fucking hates me. It's like, I'm the only living person he sees, and he doesn't seem like the type of guy to get out, so I don't think he even, like, sees the other traders that exist. Speaking of which, I have no fucking clue where they are. I'm on a randomized map, Generations, so... Alright, let's get to my shit, and we will use some honey because it can cure up to 5% of an infection. So now my infection will start being cured. As long as I don't get the absolute shit beat out of me by zombies, that will no longer be a problem. And that is how you deal with the infections very quickly. It's more normal than YouTube Shorts in the comment sections. Probably. YouTube is a fucking crazy place sometimes. People just act weird on the internet in general. I've been on the internet long enough to know that. And I kind of accept it. Kind of like how we encountered that one guy who was like very, very dickish for literally no reason when he hopped into one of my streams, and I was like, well, you could choose to be nice, you could choose to be an asshole, and he's choosing to be an asshole, and I just kind of accept that and you move on with your life, because some people are just weird, and it is what it is. Help someone else with their math homework. I've seen that too. I've seen that one too. Like, genuine help with math homework is fucking hilarious. Alright, so I gotta remember, no power attacks, because I'm trying to not turn my sprained arm into a broken one. So I'm gonna be real careful with this one. Real careful. It's gonna be normal attacks for me, Chief. Normal attacks. It's not gonna do as much damage, but it'll get the job done because my spears are built fucking different, baby. Woo! Here, I'll open the door for you. Ah, and then she spun into me and slapped my ass. Damn it. Okay. Alright. I just did not need to take that damage, but I did, so you know what? It is what it is. Sometimes shit happens. Sometimes shit happens. Just gonna sit here and loot shit. See if there's anything good. You should always get murky water whenever you can, because you can turn it into normal water later. There's gonna be a dog here, and I'm gonna hate that. I'm shooting that bitch. Come on. You are not a dog. Haha! Knocked her down. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. I know a dog's gonna spawn here. The doghouse is always an indicator. Or not. Or not. Okay. The game was gonna try to drop me down there with those bitches, but I was ready for it. Oh shit, that's how you get out. Okay, well, while those zombies sit down there, I'm gonna just loot the end loot, and then I'll go down there and kill them here in a second. You added Jack as an adult, Red Dead 1, and Red Harlow from Red Dead Revolver to Red Dead 2, and now you pray your game doesn't crash? Well, I mean, compatibility is a really big thing for modders, so I mean, I feel like they would have bothered making it stable, you know what I mean? It would be kind of weird if they didn't. I'd say usually those, like, mods are supposed to work really well together, and if they figure out that some don't, then usually there's some form of a warning, you know what I mean? I don't want to fuck with these guys. I don't want them to, like, hurt me. Oh, shit. Ranged weapons hurt my arm. Damn. Hang on, I'm gonna stall these guys out for another 20 seconds while this... over in that direction, while that sprained arm heals for 11 more seconds. Had to remove Red Harlow. Let's hope Adult Jack remains. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, now my character's thirsty. But I got tons and tons of water. And I have yucca juice, so I'm gonna go ahead and drink that. Okay, now I can shoot away. Oh, and he dropped loot down there too, son of a bitch. I just realized, why is my mission not being marked anymore? Can you mark that, please? Have I done any challenges? Oh, hell yeah. I've been doing some challenges, so I've gotten some XP, and I've leveled up again. Hell yeah. Can I level up Spearmaster again? Not quite yet. Can I do it the next time I get another skill point? Yes, I can. Oh my god, my spears are gonna hit so fucking hard. This is gonna be beautiful. Oh, I just found steroids. Oh my god, I found steroids. Oh my god. Very valuable. Look at this shit. Very valuable. 50 big ones for that. Very nice, very nice. Don't take roids, kids. Yep. Yep. Here we go. A little bit of bonus loot up here. Probably get some skill books. If you had to live as a character in Red Dead 2, who would you be? It would probably be best to live as any unnamed character in the show. Or any unnamed character in the game would probably be the safe bet. Because if they're named, then people probably know their name, and you probably got a target on your back. But as far as just being a straight-up badass... That's a tough one. That's a tough one. There's certain characters I just wouldn't want to live with the problems that they live with, you know? Like, Arthur Morgan is awesome, but then we're talking about, oh, you know, TB and all that shit, and whatever tragedy befalls him. It's like, oh, well, that's not good. And it's like, what about John? Well, he has a lot of turmoil, too. It's like, all the main characters, they all have a lot of issues that make their life kind of suck, even though, like, their attributes might be badass. I feel like that's, like, a much tougher question than you would think at first. Also, I'm not gonna lie, it's the Wild West. During that time frame, living in general probably wouldn't be the absolute best thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. I would not want, personally, I would not want to be like any of the main named characters, because like I said, wouldn't want that target on my back like they all fucking have. I would not be a big fan of that. Alright, just upgraded my, my wood axe. But if we're talking just pure abilities and probably the moral compass, I'd probably just say Arthur Morgan.
If you want some congratulations,
if I have to choose a named character, because all of them just have so much baggage and bad shit that, like, at a certain point, you're just dealing with the shit regardless, so.
Buy quicker. Piss off fastest.
It's like the rule of cool, I'd probably like Arthur Morgan. The rule of cool applies. Bottle of acid. I never end up using those, so.
Alright, now that we're done doing business, get out of my store.
Don't worry, Trader Rets. I'll get out of your goddamn store. But only after I loot your trucks. Honestly, it's your own fault if you haven't, if you haven't searched these trucks for loot, Trader Ret. One man's trash is, in fact, another man's treasure. Good lord, both of those things are valuable to sell. I'm making some dukes, baby. I'm making some dukes. We're getting rich in this bitch. Oh, now my character's hungry. I know how to fix that. I know how to fix that. This is exactly why we carry the food. This is exactly why we carry food and drink at all times. And we're gonna get some health back, too. I don't spend a lot of time having full health in this game, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just now realizing that. I take way too much damage too often to actually have full health at, like, any fucking point. That's just not how it works out for me, man. That's not how it works out for me. Swanson's an alcoholic. You know, it's funny you say that, because you say Swanson's an alcoholic, and I have a feeling you have to be talking about Red Dead, right? But my brain went somewhere else, because when you said Swanson, in my head, I thought of Swansea from that mouthwashing horror game that I played. It had an impact on me. Don't judge. That's what my brain went to, Swansea, and that would be a very accurate statement for that character as well, which is kind of why it fit in a weird spot in my head. I was like, Swansea is an alcoholic. I'm like, yes, Swansea is. You're absolutely right. Bunny rabbit, bunny rabbit. All right, so now we're gonna see the full benefit of the knife. Very good for harvesting the meat, leather, all that shit from animals. That's why the knife is so good. Yeah, you did, although as the story progresses, Swanson quits alcohol and becomes a priest in a church in New York or something. Hey, you always love a story where somebody, you know, turns their life around. That's nice. That's very nice. That's a better ending than probably half of the characters in the game are going to get, you know? Alright, Corkscrew Caverns. Now this is one I have not been in. I have not been in this point of interest. It looks a little bit fucky. I'd imagine I'm not going to be able to avoid fighting any zombies in this. Although I don't know why I'd want to. I want the experience points. So bring it on, you sons of bitches. As long as the game doesn't start throwing feral zombies at me, fucking bird. Ow. He dazed me. He dazed me. What do I get from a bird? Feathers? I mean, I guess feathers are good. You get a lot of feathers from the birds. The problem is it's a zombie bird, so it's rotten meat. So I can't actually, like, cook any of that shit. If only it was just normal meat, then we would be in business. How the fuck am I supposed to get out of here? By the way, all of these, like, objectives and everything, they're always built in a way to where, like, there's definitely a trap built into them. And this is a trap. This is Trap 101 right here. You have the main loot in the middle, and you have all these areas in which zombies are most definitely hiding. But I'm gonna say, fuck it, we ball. I'm gonna go seek out the action. I'm gonna take down some of the zombies before they can swarm me. Sometimes this is the best way to deal with problems. You go confront them before they can become an issue. I knew it was coming. I planned accordingly. Get fucked on. Get fucked on. See, now I hit the quest limit for the day. That's why I wanted to get that extra quest done that other day. Fuck. Herbal antibiotics. That's actually very good. I'm glad I found that. More roids. More roids, baby. More roids. We can sell those lumberjack boots. Wear them. Sham chowder. You see how healthy that is? Give me. I can use that to heal up completely. Downed opponents suffer 50% more damage from power attacks. That is such a good skill book. That is such a good skill book. Because downed opponents means when you hit them and they, like, fall back or whatever, and you can hit them when they're down. That is very big. This is actually a really good one. I'm so glad I found that. That is a very big deal for our combat. The Pinkerton Detective Agency is a real agency that sued Rockstar for making them the villains of the Red Dead series. Oh, wow. Did they win? Did they win? Wait, am I able to just get up from here? Oh, there's a weird path over here. Okay. Did they win the lawsuit, or? Kind of curious. I'm a little curious. I mean, I guess they have a point. I mean, but at the same time, you know, whenever you're making games, oh my god, I just went under some shit. Oh my god, I didn't realize you could do that. Oh my, whoa! I didn't realize you could do that shit. Never really tried to go in the water anywhere in these games. In this game. No, they didn't. The judge ruled that they're portrayed as their role of law against outlaws. Yeah, I think that's a fair judgment. I mean, it's like, yeah, you might be the villain of the game, but it's like when the entire premise of I can get out of this. I could just make... I'm pretty sure this will work. And if not, then, well, fuck. But I'm pretty sure this will work. Oh, hang on. Hold up. Here we go. Use that classic fucking Minecraft strategy. Oh shit, he jumped up here. Alright, so this says... Daily quest progression limit has been reached. You may continue to take and complete quests, but they will not count towards your quest tier progression. Now, what I don't know is, can I turn in the quest that I just did and still get quest tier progression? Or, I don't know. I really don't know about that one. But yeah, that is funny, though. That is funny. But hey, look, it's a game where the main characters are kinda bad guys to at least some extent. I mean... just because you love the main characters, it doesn't mean that, like, it's out of the ordinary to be like, oh, hey, law enforcement agency, main characters are outlaws. Yeah, that just makes sense. That just makes sense. I'm very glad that ruling did not go in the direction of the PDA. But also, something very exciting about today is, as soon as I'm finished up with today's stream, me and my sister are going to go get some Fuyuan. That is a all-you-can-eat buffet. I'm a very big fan of buffets, okay? You can probably tell by looking at me. I like food. I like good food. I do not shy away from good food. And Fuyuan is nice. It's very nice. I love the aesthetic of the place, and the food is quite nice. It's like, there's Dong's buffet at a certain place in the state, and then there's, at a different place, there's Fuyuan. I love them both. Like I said, I'm a fan of them buffets. See, he's a drunk, too. Last time I came in here, he said he was nursing a hangover, and he just asked me if it's beer 30. You son bitch.
Your reward and get the hell out of here.
Fully automatic mode has an increasing chance to ragdoll an enemy with each hit. Oh, for machine gun? Sure, I'll take that. Thank you.
Name's not important. What is him? Don't just stand there. Don't test my patience. It's thinner than your wallet.
When it... Normally, I'm just gonna throw my extra shit right in front of him. I don't even care. Sell. I'm gonna hang on to the pipe bomb because I just think that'll be fun to use.
Oh, you want a guarantee, huh? Well, maybe you should try Shamway.
But yeah, that is it is very nice. I'm going to have a very good meal once this stream is over. I am very excited. I am muy excited. I don't remember what the word in Spanish is for excited, so we'll just go with muy incited. Excited, not incited. I can't even fucking talk, man. Words just don't favor me as of late, and you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. Let me get up to my shit. What do we got here? We got that. I got these. More repair kits. Very nice. We'll store some pipes in here. We'll store the eggs as well, because why the hell not? And then let's cook up some meat. I'm still not able to do grilled meat because I need food to get to level 6. How the fuck do I get the food books? You see, this is why I don't like the skill book upgrade system for leveling up shit. Because sometimes you just don't find it. And like, I'm not trying to get screwed out of my shit. Okay, so that will take a minute 40. 1 coal will be enough to cook both of those into healthy waters. Very good. Very good. Then we'll put the rest of the coal in here. We'll use that. We'll store this in here until we learn how to cook, apparently. Jesse, we need to cook, Jesse. We don't need the 9mm because we still don't have a 9mm weapon. Shotgun's still ass, but I'll hang on to it. Can we make a better club? A better wooden club? I feel like I don't even want a wooden club anymore, I'm gonna be honest. We're getting rid of it. We don't need that shit. All we need is our spear. Jesse, we need this cooked meat, Jesse. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. We really do. And guess what we're not getting? The cooked meat. Because we don't have the fucking skill set. We're just not built like that. And that is unfortunate. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We're gonna drink a water. The fuck is happening over here? Oh my god, wait, that's a wandering crowd of zombies. If I kill them, I'm gonna get some, like, bonus loot or whatever. Fuck yeah. Haha. I was worried I was gonna break my legs. Alright, bring it on, bitches. You see a group of wandering zombies, you gotta kill it. You gotta kill it. Because, oh, there goes your arm. You gotta kill it because the opportunities are grand. Yes, there it is. There's the loot. Now, I could stop and just take the loot, but no, I want the levels. Improves handgun crafting skill. Nice. Don't need this stone axe. I'll scrap it for parts, glue, and more 9mm. We are stocking up on 9mm, dude. If we ever get, like, a handgun or, like, an MP5 or something, we're gonna be fucking cooking, dude. We're gonna be doing great, great things. But honestly, this quest isn't going to count towards our tier progression because you can level up the tiers of quests too. That's another thing involving the game state and everything. Like, I'm on tier 1 quests, but I can level up to tier 2 quests, and then they will be at more difficult points of interest, and the loot will be a little better, but the zombies will be more challenging as well. Now, this isn't going to count towards that, this buried supplies that I'm about to do, but I literally don't have anything else to do at the moment, so I'm gonna go do the buried supplies. Even though I kinda hate doing buried supplies missions, I feel like in this case, it's a good way to spend the extra time, because what the hell else am I supposed to do? Wait for a new day to wait for new quests. And I hate waiting, so I'll just go out and kill shit. As a matter of fact, I'm probably gonna spend most of the nighttime out trying to kill zombies. Even though it's dangerous, I mean, I got nothing better to do. I'll fight the zombos. We'll have a good time. I'm telling you, that skill book that we read that made us damage the zombies on the ground more, That shit's coming in clutch. It's coming in real handy. Alcatraz is actually in Red Dead 2 under the name Sisika Penitentiary. Remember, for Chapter 4, it's important. Okay. Sisika Penitentiary. Nice. I will have that in the back of my head. Whether or not I will remember it when it becomes relevant, that might be another story, but I can try. I can try. Is this a bathroom? Why are there so many zombies in here? Why the fuck are there so... Why is there just a massive ambush of zombies in this... what I assume to be a park bathroom type thing? What is this? It's not a bathroom. Why are there so many zombies in here? Dude, there's more zombies in here than in some of the fucking quests that I've been doing in, like, the final loot room. Oh, but I get some extra loot. Okay. More food. I can scrap the stone spear and improve vehicle crafting skill. I have unlocked vehicles. I can now craft a bicycle and I can craft wheels. That would probably be important. However, if I do enough quests, I should be able to get a bicycle as a quest reward from Trader Rhett. Which is why I don't know if I want to commit to making that and using my precious resources if I can just get the bike for free. It's an island penitentiary. A zombie freak off. Dude. I bet there was so much oil in there. It's not even funny. I still can't believe Diddy had, like, fucking freak-offs. Okay, I can believe that it happened. What I can't believe is that it had a whole-ass name. Like, that shit sounds like it would be a TV show. Like, it is a planned event. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know, the faces can split open and bleed and everything, but I think it would be cool if the heads just would explode sometimes. Maybe it's because I'm using a spear that they don't do that. Alright, let's build a shovel. I hate the buried supplies, but like I said, it's the only mission I can do at the moment, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get it out of the way. But also, of course it would be an island penitentiary, Miles, because if it's based on Alcatraz, Alcatraz is an island penitentiary, so it would be kind of weird if it was basing itself off of Alcatraz and then it's like, okay, we're not even gonna make it an island. I feel like that would be like a weird way to approach that. If you're gonna have it be inspired by something, why not just let it be inspired by that thing, you know what I mean? Kinda like Nassau in Assassin's Creed Black Flag being the, like, island that is allowed for the pirates to gather. I'm pretty sure that has historical relevance, I just can't exactly cite it off the top of my head. Don't worry, a gang member will give the place a visit. I'm sure they will! I'm sure they will. And they'll probably deserve it too. But it'll be our responsibility to save them. 'Cause it always is. It'd be nice if we could just leave Micah in a hole somewhere. Still feel like the game should have let me do that way earlier on. Would have been a cool little option, you know? For a game that's supposed to give me options and freedom of choice. I really would like to leave Micah stowed away, but it's a main story mission and he's kind of a critical component, so I understand why the game can't let me do that. I forgive them. I forgive them. I'm trying to get the area in which it's possible for this buried supplies to be. I'm trying to get the area reduced. Oh, there it is. And then when you complete it, zombies spawn. I was trying to get that area reduced down a little bit because the more like slots you dig, it'll make the circle boundary smaller. Ow, fuck. It'll make the circle boundary smaller, and when it's smaller, then it kind of narrows down where you're digging. So you can find out, like, if you're digging in the right spot, you know. You can kind of deduce where to go from there. So I was trying to get it to, give me hints, basically, but I managed to find it before that became relevant, so... Good enough, good enough. Jolly good show. Good show, jolly good show. Normally when I go to get my fountain, if I get a fountain soda from the gas station, normally I go with Diet Mountain Dew, but this Circle K has a very nice Coke Zero, and I am a fan of Coke Zero. I do like to mix things up occasionally. I am a very long-time fan of Diet Mountain Dew, specifically Diet Mountain Dew, not Mountain Dew Zero or normal Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew. But I am a pretty big fan of Coke Zero as well. I think it's kind of crazy that there isn't a single soda that isn't... And I know it's because I just kind of decided I wouldn't drink normal sodas, and so I just got used to Diet and Zero, but there genuinely is not a normal soda that I like anymore. I just don't have one. Like, I don't like any normal soda that's not Diet. I guess Baja Blast is okay, but I still prefer Baja Zero. Because whenever I have a normal soda now, it's just too syrupy. Like, it tastes like there's a genuine difference, and I'm not a fan of that difference anymore. I have completely weaned myself off of normal soda because I just don't like it anymore. Let's see. Wood. Cobblestone rocks. 9 mil. Bullets are good, but I have a feeling I'm gonna find plenty of those. I can always get more wood, but getting wood is boring. You gotta sit there and hit trees. But there's blueberry pie. That's probably a really good food item. I'll go with the blueberry pie. And then I'm not even gonna get a mission from Trader Rhett right now. I'm gonna see if he has any good shit I can buy. Otherwise, we'll just call it a day. Home Cooking Weekly improves food crafting skill. I need that. I need that.
Trader Rhett is closing soon, so spend some fucking money already.
I mean, look, Trader Rhett might be a little bit of an asshole, but I'm not gonna lie. He is kind of funny sometimes. He is kind of funny. Iron Spear. I could buy an Iron Spear. I would be sitting pretty with an Iron Spear. That's some good damage right there. I'm gonna hold out. I'm gonna hold out. Here, let me sell this. I guess I'll sell a couple of glues. And then this will be fine. This will be fine. Right. Okay, Trader Rhett is about to close.
Trader Rhett is now closed.
You fucker.
So get off my lawn.
I forgot that it becomes nighttime at 22. I forgot that they kick you out of the trader thing at 21:50. I forgot about that. I just gotta get home safe, but the home that I have made is very close to the trader place, so no worries there. Alright, we are safe. That's not safe. Oh shit. Hang on. Hang on. That's not... Broken glass. Get that shit out of my inventory. You can accidentally eat broken glass. If you eat broken glass, it will immediately kill you with internal bleeding. I don't even want to accidentally do that. I think I've accidentally killed my character by eating that before, and it sounds silly, but it's effective. It's very effective. That shit kills you quick in this game. Yeah. Like, I know it makes sense, but like, I just always thought it was weird that you could do it, right? Like, the weird part is that it gives you that option, you know? Like, it's an odd thing that the game's just like, hey, do you want to, like, eat this glass and die of internal bleeding? Because I'll let you do it. Normally a game would be like, no, you can't do that. Why the fuck would you do that? This game's like, hey, it literally says, if the apocalypse is getting to be too much for you, this is the way. It's like, no! I'm pretty sure before I knew what the use function on the broken glass was, because I think I used it without reading what it said it did, and I think I died on accident one time, and I was like, no, but that was a long time ago. That was a while ago. I am one food magazine short of being able to grill meat. I swear to God, man. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna eat blueberry pie. My blueberry pie. Something, blueberry pie. Oh, I have a lot of murky water. I could turn this into, normal water. I just need to know how long I put it on the stove for. Let's see, 11 water. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. So 11 murky waters. To turn that into water, we will need 9 minutes worth of fuel. 10 minutes worth of fuel. Beauty. Absolute beauty. We're being very, very conservative with our resources here. Very conservative with our resources because we don't want to go running out of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just realized something. I'm an idiot. On Twitch, I forgot to change my settings to 7 days to die. So my stream info definitely says that I'm playing Red Dead right now, and that is not what I'm doing. That is not what I'm doing. Whoops. I didn't think about that shit until just a second ago. I'm sitting here like, huh, I don't think I ever changed that. And I'm like, oh yeah, whoops, my bad, my bad. Alright, well, I fixed it now. I edited my Twitch stream info. I can't fucking believe I forgot to do that. Rookie mistake, man, rookie mistake. You'd think I only just started streaming, like, super recently with that. Tried this and got stuck. Great to see me stream it. Well, how did... Oh, you talking about 7 days to die? Because I'm kind of curious. What do you mean by got stuck necessarily? Like, what is got stuck in a game like this? Like, did you get stuck in a death loop? Like, did you get to the 7th day, hit a blood moon, and then just get fucking obliterated? Like, what happened that got you stuck in this game? I'm just curious what the metric is here, because I really don't know. I say I don't play this game much, but technically, if I look on Steam, and I know this doesn't count this is a big thing, it doesn't count when I played Xbox, because I've played, one of my most played games is probably Black Ops 2, if I'm being honest, but I don't have that data on Steam. But on Steam, I think my third most played game is 7 Days to Die, with 118 hours, which is kind of funny considering I feel like I don't play it much, but the thing is, when you play 7 Days to Die, because the 24-hour cycle is an hour real time by default, you spend many hours playing it at a time. So, like, it really racks up hours, you know what I mean? It racks up that time very easily. Alright, I'm gonna go out at nighttime. By the way, I am on the warrior difficulty, I believe, so it's just 2 tiers above the normal difficulty. Because I wanted it to be a wee bit of a challenge. Because normally I only play on the base difficulty, but I wanted to see what it was like to basically take it a step up, you know? Take it a step up. And yeah, the zombies most definitely do hit a hell of a lot harder. You got to a cabin, was surrounded by zombies, didn't know what to do to survive, like getting supplies. Ah, I gotcha. That's fair, that's fair. I think the tutorial system the game has built in, I think it does a decent job now. Because, you know, it has you collect and craft the very basics to, like, make basic armor, make things to collect resources, you know, get wood, get plant fibers, get stones, make a bow, make arrows, and then it gives you, like, all these little quests you could do for, like, making a place. But I say the best way to do anything in this game, at least early on, you never build your own base. To this day, I've never built my own base. I always just commandeer some random-ass house, and I reinforce it. And then, by the time I get to the 7th day, and we get to the Blood Moons with all the zombies, maybe I have a bad time. But, you know, time will tell on that one. Time will tell on that one. But yeah, you definitely do need to, like, get all your those starting quests done, get it to where you are doing the quests for the trader, and then once you're doing the quests for the trader, then you're really making your progress, because that's where you can get, like, your first pipe weapon. Like, I have the pipe machine gun, and then I found a pipe shotgun. It's kind of ass. And then I level up with my skill points. I like using the spear, so I've been going heavy into the spear skill set. And also, since the last time I played, they added in these little mastery skills as well, so I'm probably gonna start getting some of these, because I think that's kinda neat. But basically, you collect your basic resources so you don't run out of that shit, and you can always make the stuff you need. And then you just gotta keep playing and leveling up your character, leveling up the skills that you want to use in combat and everything. And then it seems like it goes well enough. I mean, if I encounter feral zombies, that's really what makes me quake in my boots. Like right fucking now, the ones with the yellow eyes. These bitches. Feral zombies take so much damage, and especially since I'm in warrior difficulty and it's a little harder than the normal difficulty, those feral zombies are truly terrifying. Truly fucking terrifying. But I do very much enjoy... Where? I do very much enjoy this game. This is probably one of my favorite all-time zombie games. Yes, I finally leveled up to where I could make grilled meat. This is probably one of my all-time favorite zombie games. It's a very good survival crafting game. It's come a long way. Because I was talking about it earlier, I don't know if you're familiar with what this game looked like a long time ago when it was still, like, in its infancy, but there was a time frame when this game looked like, Minecraft, but with zombies, and it looked really ass. If you ever watch, like, Markiplier's made a good few videos on 7 Days to Die. His first, like, plethora of videos on it was when Wade introduced him to the game, and it still looked fucking terrible. And that's how you can see, like, a landmark of what this game looked like a long, long time ago. I was not playing this game at that time. I started playing this game way after that time, but that just gives you an idea of how much it's changed, and boy has it changed a lot. But I can make 2 grilled meat. I'm gonna need a little more coal to make that happen. I'll put this shit back. We still don't need 9 mil. Maybe one day we'll find like a MP5 or something, or a handgun, and we'll use that shit. Until then, I'm just stockpiling, because when it comes time for the blood moon, we're gonna get fucked on. And we're gonna need a lot of resources. Even on the first blood moon, it never feels easy, you know what I mean? The worst thing you can do when you're playing this game is lure yourself into a false sense of security. That's what happened the last time I played, the last time I made a video on this game, and I broke into a cop car thinking I could handle what the game throws at me if I break into a cop car. Nope, alarm sounds, zombies swarmed me, I fucking died. You played it like 2 years ago, has the forest and State of Decay vibe. I feel that, But it has changed a lot, even in the 2 years. I don't know if you've noticed. The game, you know how this game was in alpha for like forever? I don't know if you've noticed, but if you look up in the corner, this game's on version 2. 7 Days to Die is in full release now. And more recently, did it get that version 2 update? It's changed a lot. And I would argue it's changed a lot for the better as well. Like, the experience playing it is very nice. But it has changed a lot. It's definitely a game that, like, if you still have it, it's probably worth revisiting. It's very nice. Yeah, dude, I remember I made a video. I'd have to check on my channel when I made it. But I made a video about this game, I think, still being in alpha. And it might have been within the last year that it still wasn't in full release, if I'm being honest. I can't remember. 7 days. Let's see. Oh, I guess that might have been 3 years ago. And then 2 years ago.
How's it going, Herb?
Oh, nope. Whoops. When I made a video on it 2 years ago, it was in alpha again. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like it hasn't been outside of alpha for all that long, man. I feel like it hasn't. Ignore what you're about to hear. Oh, never mind. You don't have to hear it. I'm just checking the version of the game when I last played. Yeah, when I played it 8 months ago, it was in version 1. 8 months ago. I just wanted to go back and verify. I just realized I was standing outside this entire time. I'm glad a zombie didn't come up and try to fucking murder me. Hear what? Oh, there was a... I accidentally clicked on one of my videos to see where it was, and the audio was on full blast, so it's... Since I have desktop audio on, you might have heard me start saying, "How's it going, everybody? I'm J Cubed," because it was just the start of a video from a couple years ago. Yeah, you heard you should get back into it, as you need a new open... Oh yeah, if you're looking for an open world survival game, I mean, this is a really fucking good one. Especially since it's been getting all those updates and it got full release and everything. It is definitely worth playing, beyond a shadow of a doubt. The only thing that sucks, I'm pretty sure, and this is exclusive to, like, I think the console versions or whatever, but, like, you know how couch co-op is a pretty big thing? Like, before it was full released, you could play couch co-op on the game, but I'm pretty sure they still haven't fixed it to where you can do couch co-op now, like split screen. So, I mean, if that's a deal breaker for you, then that could be a whole other thing, but as long as that's not a deal breaker for you, the fucking split screen ability, then yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely great. I never really did split screen. I think the fun pimps, the people who, you know, own the game and everything now, I think they've done really good things with the game, and I think it's definitely worth playing. I know it's nighttime, I know it's dangerous, but I get bored so easily. I would like to fight some zombies. I don't want it to end up with me being killed, but I definitely am looking for some zombie aggro right now. Yeah, I remember when I still played the game and the way that you leveled up your, like, items, the levels that you could craft them at, you just had to keep crafting the same item over and over again. And fun fact, when I played the game and you still had to craft the item to level up the item itself over and over and over again, I didn't know at the time of playing that you could change the quantity in which you would craft items. So for the quick items, I would just sit here and I would just click craft over and over and over and over and over again. Very inefficient, very ass. Glad that's not how they do it anymore. I also forgot there's a map. So Traderette is up here. We have made our home in this building right here. It's a shitty little building, but it's close to the trader. Now, there's probably going to be a trader, if we look at our full map here, there's probably going to be a trader over here, there's probably going to be a trader over here, there's probably going to be a trader fucking over here, and then there'll probably be a trader over here. And all these are going to be in different areas, different, like, biomes and shit. Where the fuck am I? So all these are going to be in different biomes and everything. So, like, there is a snowy biome, where you have to worry about lumberjack zombies, tiger-looking things, stuff of that nature. There's the forest area where you have to worry about bears. Zombie bears are very deadly. They scare me a lot. There's a desert. I don't spend much time in the desert. And then there's the wasteland, which is fucking terrifying, and I think is the most difficult biome in the game, if I'm not mistaken. I like how I went outside at night to, like, find zombies and to fight zombies, and then it ended up being a situation where I just started talking about the game a bunch and ended up stalling out the entire night cycle. So, let's go over to Traderette, which he is the other direction. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to fall in here. Oh, what the fuck? Ugh. Well, that's a little bit of a trap right there. What the hell? Dude, the pipe shotgun is so ass. I could use it for this purpose, though. Take out a couple of these bastards. I don't even think the trader outpost is open yet, so I'll just sit here and shoot them. Two of three have bitten the dust. Una mas. One more. All right. Took care of those guys. I'll loot this little bag. There's fucking nothing worthwhile in there. And then I'm gonna get out of this little water trap right here. Well, I reckon if I run over to the trader outpost now, it'll probably be open by the time I get over there, you know? I still can't believe I had accidentally had Twitch set to where it was saying I was playing Red Dead again. That probably confused the fuck out of anybody who, like, joined the stream on Twitch. So, like, hey, Red Dead's looking a little fucking weird right now. It's like, sorry, just forgot to change it. Rookie mistake by me. My bad. The trader outpost is just north of here. We'll go visit him. We'll get another mission. We should be able to get to the tier 2 missions on this day. And then the mission should be just a wee bit more dangerous. Just a wee bit more challenging. And we are gonna have a good time. What a lovely, lovely little place. With a very not lovely guy running it. Can I get in here yet? He's open for business. Let's go. Trader Rhett, my boy.
It'll be a good morning when you buy something and get the fuck out of here.
All right, you're such a lovely, lovely ray of sunshine every single time I see you. Still on the tier 1 quests. Oh, the Malone residence. That sounds fun.
Let's make a pact. Well, don't just stand there with your thumb up your ass. Go do the goddamn job.
Go do the goddamn job. I'm so glad that Trader Rhett is the first trader that I have to encounter. Because I don't care. Part of the reason why you want to level up the trader missions is because you get better. Oh shit, military zombie. You can get like better rewards and shit. And like you get better items related to what their best items are. That's the thing that I don't understand. It's like Trader Rhett does like seeds and shit. I don't want any of his better loot things. He doesn't specialize in weapons or armor or vehicles or any of the cool shit. I might just stop shooting arrows at these guys. Honestly, I'm kind of getting to the point where the arrows are a little obsolete for my purposes. So I think I might just use up these arrows, scrap the bow, and then just get back to using my spear and my machine gun. Because the arrows just ain't doing it anymore. Also, look at these fucking guys go, man. Look at this little squadron right here. Haven't killed a single one of them with this bow. Alright. Scrapping the bow. Scrapping the bow. Actually, you know what? We've had this pipe bomb for a while. Ow, fuck. We've had this pipe bomb for a while. Let me show you what it does. Oh, it didn't kill all of them, but it turned one of them into a crawler. I forgot that it could technically do that. That's very Call of Duty Zombies-esque. You reminded me of that woman from Gumball that only says, meh, 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 meh. Meh, 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 meh. I don't remember which character that was, but that sounds familiar. I haven't watched Gumball in a fucking while, in all fairness. Pipe pistol! We finally have a way to use that 9mm, even though the pipe pistol is kind of absolute ass. I'll take it. I am not one to complain. A lot of shotgun ammo, a lot of 7.62. Brilliant. Brilliant. Yes. This is exactly what I need. Ow, can I fucking stop that? Hang on. Keep running into these, so I'm just gonna break these little traps real quick. Okay. Well, that was very eventful and very fortuitous, I would say. A pipe bomb is currently in someone's mailbox. That's probably not inaccurate, and that is a terrifying thing. That is a terrifying concept. But the pipe bombs in this game are not that bad. They just function as a bomb. They're not like the pipe bombs in Left 4 Dead where they act as a monkey bomb from like Call of Duty Zombies. It doesn't attract the zombies to it, but it does still give an explosion. It is still an explosive, so I mean those are pretty decent. If nothing else, they're fun to use, you know? Shit that blows up is fun to use. Whether or not it's good, I mean, that can be up for debate, but if it go boom, entertaining. That's why fireworks are so cool. Fireworks are very dangerous, but you know what they do? They make big boom. They make big boom. And they have very pretty colors, so it's kind of a 2-for-1, you know? You get the thrill of the explosion, you get the adrenaline rush of the explosion, and then you get pretty lights across the sky. That's why fireworks are so effective. They're very dangerous. Don't fuck around with fireworks. You know, that's something I've learned about recently. Fun fact, on YouTube, they are very, very restrictive about showing fireworks on YouTube. Because you can show a great many things on YouTube. A great many things. But something that you cannot show at all, not even a little bit, is and this is what it is called, an improper use of a firework. And yes, sparklers are included. Because there was somebody on YouTube that, I think it was a chick, and she put a sparkler in a margarita, kind of like as a little flare thing, and it got the video age restricted to 18 plus only for the improper use of a sparkler by putting it in a margarita. So as it turns out, YouTube is extremely strict on misuse of fireworks, and they will hit you immediately if you do anything like that. So, fun little fact for you. They don't like any fuck shit with fireworks. Any misuse of fireworks, YouTube is very much not a fan of. That is something I learned recently. Not through getting hit myself related to it, but through learning about other people that have had issues due to that. That's just an interesting little thing. Just an interesting little tidbit that most people probably wouldn't know. Yeah, YouTube very strict about proper usage of fireworks. Even sparklers, because those are considered fireworks, those are included. The Eiffel Tower at night, the lights are copyrighted. Oh yeah, that's also another little thing. I have heard that before. I had completely forgotten about it since I had heard it. Hey, a lumberjack zombie. These are usually a little extra tough, but I'm strong enough. I'll be able to take them down pretty easy. Pretty easy, my ass. Okay, never mind. Make me eat my fucking words. Those lumberjacks are pretty resilient. But yeah, I do remember hearing that one, but I had forgotten it, so thank you for reminding me on that one. That is a fun little fact. Because it sounds really silly, but I do remember hearing that is a legitimate thing. Alright, we had 5 lockpicks. Can we get into the police car? The answer's gonna be no. We got into a police car with only 3, and then we also got into a desk safe with only 3. Watch me not get into this police car with 5. They must have made the lockpick system way more forgiving since the last time I played, because this is going way too well for me. I can sell this. I appreciate water. Lot of 9mm, very nice, and more shotgun shells. And then an armor fittings mod, which I guess I could put on my armor, but I could also sell it. I'll probably just put it on my armor and be done with it. Wow, we got very lucky that time. Hell yeah. Dude, we're being very lucky with the lockpicks. This is very great. Also, never forget, whenever you activate a quest on a point of interest, it resets that point of interest. So if you search that mailbox for a quest book and you get it, you can start the quest and search again. It's a nice little way to get some more quest books, since the world revolves around reading skill books. I said quest books, I meant to say skill book. Whoopsie. How do I get in? Oh. There's always a way in, but it has you go a very specific path. Okay, so technically, I only have to do a fetch on this one. Oh, there goes her arm. I only have to do a fetch, so I could grab this item and be done with the quest and go claim my shit from Trader Rhett. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear the point of interest, because I want the loot at the end of the point of interest. That's what I want. Alright, quiz kids, where are we gonna get ambushed by zombies from? In this room. Possibly some there, but I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt, that there's gonna be a zombie right in there. Wow, there actually wasn't. Wow, color me surprised. Normally they always hide them in the fucking the cupboards and shit. Okay, pipe pistol, still a little ass, not gonna lie. Woo! Ah! Okay, alright. We're fucking around. I actually don't want to get damaged and, like, have to worry about healing myself up, so we're just gonna kill these zombies. We're not gonna fuck around with the pipe pistol as much as I'd like to. I'm aware that it's bad. I'm aware that it's ass. Haha! Got his bitch ass. I like how I said that and then I immediately went back to using it. The brain works in mysterious ways. Alright, the final loot is going to be in this basement, 100%. And the question is, how many zombies am I gonna get ambushed by? Answer so far, 2, 3. 3, no ferals, no special zombies. There's gotta be more. Whoa, did you see that? I just found I found a handgun in that purse. I found a handgun in the purse. Oh shit. Now this is a decent pistol. Not the greatest. But this shit is passable right here. This is beautiful. All right. We're starting to get somewhere. We're starting to get decent loot. The zombies are getting a little tougher. We're getting a little tougher. This is good. This is good. Finally starting to see all this shit. And we get a pipe rifle. A level 4 one, no less. You know what? That might not be bad for a quick little one-shot kill. If there's a zombie far away, I might be able to snipe him with that. I'll take that. That's pretty decent. That's not too bad. Guess just have to level up weapons. That's what I'm saying. That's the beauty of how this game handles itself, of how it has the game state system. It is all designed, the stronger that you get in the area that you're in, the more quests that you do, your level, all the shit that you loot, everything. It all influences the game state value, and it's always going up. So everything gets harder and harder and harder. And I like that. I think that is good. It's a very good way to keep shit interesting. I just gotta get out of here and go to Traderette. But it's like, this, like, I'm not even at the point... There's a key rack here. I'm not even at the point where, I'm on the tier 2 missions, and I'm already at the point where, like, oh, I found a normal handgun and loot. I found a level 4 pipe rifle. I've found a pipe pistol, like, I'm finding more ammo. I'm finding better shit because game state go up, everything goes up. The difficulty, the loot values of the things that you get, it all... I really like it. I like the way they handle that. I think it's a good system. Keeps things interesting, keeps things challenging. Keeps the game from feeling stagnant, you know what I mean? It keeps it, like I said, interesting. Keeps it difficult, but also makes it feel more rewarding the more difficult it is. Now, I gotta run all the way back to claim my quest loot. And one of these times, he's gonna upgrade me, and I'm gonna be able to do the tier 2 quests. And he's also going to get me a discovery one. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one where the quest is going to another trader. So, hopefully, the second trader... I just remembered her name, by the way. The female trader that specializes in medicine. Her name is Trader Jen. So Trader Jen Trader Bob, I think, is for vehicles. Trader Rect is for the seeds and farm shit. And I think Trader Joe is... I think Trader Joe is armor, and I think there's a guy for weapons. There's somebody I'm forgetting. There's somebody I'm forgetting. What a good day. Absolutely. What a good day indeed. What's making your day a good so far, Miles? How's your day been going? You have good food? Good entertainment? Just a good day in general? Is the weather treating you fairly? Are you healthy? Health is a really big part. I know since it's getting cold and shit, a lot of people might be getting colds or the flu or any shit like that. It always sucks being sick. Luckily, I have not been afflicted with any illness as of late, but one of these days, I'm gonna be streaming and I'm going to sound like absolute ass because I'm gonna be sick and I'm gonna be like, well, I feel terrible. It was a good day. There's a Christmas festival at the Turda Arena. That is an interesting name for an arena. But Christmas festivals and shit can be pretty fun. They can be pretty fun. As long as you're not in Chicago. As long as you're not in Chicago. I heard what happened in Chicago lately. They were having, like, the lighting of the Christmas tree. Oh, that fog is ominous. They were having, like, the lighting of the Christmas tree and everything in Chicago, and it was supposed to be, like, a grand time, and then in classic Chicago fashion, I think it was in Chicago, unless I'm just talking out of my ass. I'm pretty sure it was Chicago. But in classic, like, shitty city fashion, dude, I mean, a shooting happened right in the middle of it, and a lot of people got injured. Luckily, I don't think anybody died or anything, but that is not what you want to happen at a Christmas event. Turda's the name of the city. Kids from choirs go there to sing. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love going to events to sing when I was in show choir, man.
You proved me wrong. Now take your reward and get the hell
Armor
out of
Pocket
here.
mod. These are very good, but the crafting skill magazines, I just can't pass those up. We're gonna clear zombies at the Broken Axe, whatever that is.
Over with.
Yeah, I know. That is not a good look. I know. But yeah, that's definitely not the shit you want happening during your holiday celebrations and shit, but you know, sometimes,
be careful out there. You wouldn't
cities be
wanna
whack.
Get hurt.
When the arena opened, popular singers from Romania went there to sing. Nice, nice. That's very nice. That sounds like fun. Sounds like a fun event. You know, throughout my life, I never really went to I never went to a concert or anything like that. The closest thing that I've been to a while ago, me and my family went to go see a musical. It was a live performance of the Jersey Boys, which is about Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. And it was very good. I really, really love live performances. And I feel like part of enjoying live performances so much is because I was able to take part in so many live performances. And growing up, I was able to see, like, family members also do live performances of, like, singing and choir and shit. I always thought it was really cool and really nice. I've always liked live performances. But I saw that Jersey Boys musical, it was amazing. And then all these years later, more recently, Frankie Valli, you know, he's a wee bit old now, but he was touring again, probably doing his final tour ever. And I got to see him perform live, and it was my first live performance of, like, it was in a theater, like, inside, but it was still a live concert performance, basically. That shit was magical. I 110% understand why people love going to concerts and shit. That is a truly unique feeling that you just do not get otherwise. Live performances, especially for artists that you really enjoy, are a, like, all borderline fantastical experience. That shit is crazy. I love live performances. So, my eyes have been opened to how good that shit is. I will never judge anybody for enjoying a good concert. Not like I did before, but I never understood the appeal myself because I'd just never been. But ever since I have, I'm just like, yep, this shit is awesome. It is awesome. When you were still in a rugby team, the mayor there awarded you inside the arena is a volleyball arena. Sometimes basketball is played. That sounds like a nice event arena, you know? Having the capability to do like multiple sporting events, concerts, all that shit. That sounds nice. That sounds nice. Sounds like a really good like arena area for holding any type of event damn near. Turda Arena Christmas event 2025. Turda. Hang on, let me go on Google. I don't fucking trust Bing anymore. Turda Arena Christmas event 2025. Images. Annual Christmas extravaganza. I cannot find much on images. I think it might be because it's not something in the US necessarily. Let me see. Turda, Romania. I can't find much on it, like, off of a quick Google search, but I could probably look into it more and see more about it. You've been to one concert, it's different seeing a famous person in person, like this person actually exists. Yeah, I guess that is true. That is true. Because there's a large difference between just know the lights are crazy bright, hell yeah. There's a large difference between, you know, listening to somebody, like say when it comes to a musician, for example, you could just listen to them, never really even know their face, then you can also watch them, but seeing somebody digitally is completely different from seeing them in person. I am a big fan when it comes to voice acting, and I'm a really big fan of certain English voice actors when it comes to like anime and other shit like that. And there's this guy who's in like everything, and his name is Ian Sinclair, and I love his voice acting. Very good performer, everything. But I got the opportunity to meet him in person, and he is a cool-ass dude in person, too. Like, you know how they say, like, don't meet your heroes or anything? I mean, not like a hero or anything, but, you know, just a notable named figure. But there was nothing bad about that interaction. He is just a cool-ass dude, and it was so fascinating. But especially when it comes to voice actors, like, you don't really see those guys. You don't see them at all. But then you, like, meet them in person, and it's like, holy shit. Like, that is just a dude who's really good at what he does, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the skill set it takes to do that shit. I find it to be very impressive. I've always appreciated that. But yeah, I've met a good few voice actors now by this point. And I have not had a bad interaction, but definitely Ian Sinclair was one of the standout ones where I was like, damn. Like, I don't drink or anything, but it gives off the vibe of, like, you encounter them and you're like, ah, man, that would be a really cool dude to, like, grab a beer with. He gives that vibe, where it's like, it would be cool to chill, hang out with. It would be really cool to, like, just grab a drink, chill with. Just seems like a very chill individual, and I love that, because I like chilling. I'm usually not one much for things like crowds or anything like that. So I'm just like, oh man. People who give off chill vibes, I'm just like, hell yeah. You're my type of people. Dude, this spearman is so damn good. So damn good. Got some biker gloves, too. What does my character look like with what he's wearing right now? My character looks really fucking silly. But you know what? We're slowly getting more armor. He's slowly getting stronger. It's okay if he looks silly. It's okay if he looks absolutely insane. Oh boy. Oh boy. Mad Max. He... You're so not wrong. He looks like he belongs in a fucking Mad Max movie. You're so right. That is a... Oh my god. That is a perfect way to describe that look, man. He does look like he was ripped out of a Mad Max film. Oh my god, Straw Hat. Hang on. Call me Luffy, motherfucker. Seed loot bonus. I don't know if I want a seed loot bonus. But at the same time, that is pretty cool. Let me take my strength mod off of this hat. I'm gonna sell the biker hat. Now I'm wearing a straw hat. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're gonna be king of the fucking pirates. There's no pirates left, but we're gonna be king of them. Alright, well, let me put this mod on the straw hat, I guess. Fuck it, we ball. Did I grab everything out of this? No, I didn't. Some of these are actually good things to grab, too. Ammo, very nice. Steel spear parts. I should probably hold on to the steel spear parts so I can craft steel spears. I always sell them because you can sell them for good value, but I really should hang on to those, shouldn't I? Especially since I'm leveling up all my spear shit. It would only make sense. It would only make sense. Bow crossbow parts, I can get rid of that. Rifle parts, I can get rid of that. Medical supplies. Always like stocking up. Alright. Maybe my character should eat something, because if he eats something, he can heal a little bit, and then I can get some of that health back from the last time a zombie slapped my shit. Absolutely fucking rocked me. Alright. We completed our quest, we gotta get back to Trader Rex. I really hope he gives us a bicycle soon. I really hope he gives us a bicycle. Running around, you only realize how severely inefficient running around... Oh my god. You only realize how super inefficient running in this game is when you get a bicycle, then eventually when you get a motorized mini bike, if you ever get a motorcycle. There is also like a truck. I've never gotten that far, but there is apparently a truck, there is a mini-copter, or a gyrocopter, rather. Like, there's a lot of vehicles and shit that you can do stuff with, but you only realize after you get your first vehicle that running in this game fucking sucks. Even riding the bicycle is way better than having to run. But once you get to the vehicles where they use fuel, you can always get fuel. All you need in order to make sure you never run out of gas when you need gas is you just always have a wrench on you. Or whatever salvage tool you can get. Like there's a wrench, there's I think an impact driver, there's all kinds of different things where you can dismantle things and get good resources from them. Usually I would sell them. But if you do that to cars, like the operable vehicles, you just get gas, too. So you just always have enough gas as long as you can dismantle the cars. It's perfect. It's like a perfect loop. You never run out of gas. You can always get where you need to go. It's very nice. It's good times. Good times, good vibes, you know. would it take to craft a bicycle, I wonder? Bicycle chassis, bicycle handlebars, mechanical parts, wheel. Now you see the issue is you need a workbench to be able to craft these things. And you need forged iron. But to get forged iron, you need a furnace thing. And for a furnace, you need even more shit. So, like, it's not called a furnace. Smelter? Oh, fuck, what's it called? Oh my god, I don't remember what it's called. Is it? Oh my god, it's not a tool, is it? Bellows. Forge! Oh my god, it's called a forge. And to build a forge, you need to get workstations to level 5, which isn't a very high level, but when it's all down to chance on you getting those skill books, I can't even craft a forge. I probably couldn't craft a workbench either, so... Because you're not able to craft certain shit, you kinda gotta take advantage where you can. So, basically, what I'm getting at, after all of that, is... It's just not really worth it to build a bicycle, because by the time I'd be able to build a bicycle, I should have already gotten the bicycle as a quest reward from Trader Rhett. At least normally. I don't know if shit has changed, but I feel like your first significant, like, tier upgrade quest reward should be a bicycle. Because if it's not, then what the hell, man? Because you have to give a mode of transportation so that it becomes feasible for you to go travel to the next trader outpost. I just thought about that. Yeah. So it's not even necessarily just trying to gear you up to, in a more efficient way, go complete quests. It's just the fact that the game all of a sudden wants you to go traveling. You got to be able to travel. It needs to give you a mode of transportation. Because, like I said, running sucks. Running sucks balls. Only thing about the handgun is if you want to repair it, you need a repair kit, I think. But I have one of those. I have plenty of those, so I'm not worried about it. For the pipe weapons, you need very simple things, like the short iron pipes, which I have like 17 of those now. And then you can repair your pipe weapons. But I don't even use the pipe weapons enough for them to have broken, so I'm not too worried about that. Still can't believe I fell for a "that's what she said" joke. I mean, you see, you say fall for, but I don't think you fall for a "that's what she said" joke. I think you just say weird random shit and, you know, it can be interpreted a certain way. And I never think about what I say enough to avoid "that's what she said" jokes, so I just accept it as a fact of life.
If you want, you think you're pretty smart now, don't you? Here's your pay, Einstein.
Oh my god, when are you going to let me level up,
jerk.
Trader
Well,
Rhett?
don't just stand there. What's the
When are you
matter?
gonna let
Can't
me
find
level
what
up?
you're
I don't
looking
remember it
for?
taking this long. I gotta be honest. I do not remember this shit. Why is it taking so long for me to be able to level up with you, man? Sauce. Oh, better bartering. I should probably hang on to that. If I ever need to actually buy shit. Or if I want to sell a lot of shit. Got murky water, crafting magazines. Alright, we're good.
Talking at goods, and that's all you buy?
I didn't look at a single good, Trader Rhett. You don't know what you're talking about, buddy. I also like how at every trader post they have like a helipad for you to land your gyrocopter, but I don't know how you're supposed to control the gyrocopter. Like, the controls always seemed really weird to me. Not like I've ever been able to create one myself. I think a while ago my brother was playing the game and I like loaded into his world and he already had one, and I tried flying it one time and I like fucking wrecked it into the base. So I haven't tried flying one. For all I know, it could be the most intuitive controls you've ever seen or heard of. Sometimes you wonder how in shows and movies the asshole survived. Well, I mean, sometimes the asshole traits can be like a good thing for you. Because if you think about it, the cynicism, the one thing about, like, being an asshole to anyone outwardly means that you would have to be able to thrive independently. So, I'm assuming if the social skills are absolute dog shit, then there's a certain point at which you go from, like Shane from Walking Dead, yeah. Well, it's like, the thing is, if you're so bad at interacting with others, you would have to be very good at taking care of yourself. And being able to take care of yourself very well is the best thing you can do in a survival situation. You have to be able to take care of yourself, because at the end of the day, you have to be able to depend on yourself. You're the only one you can always depend on. So, like, for characters that are not very good with others, I'm assuming the implied thing is like, oh yeah, they can just take care of themselves because they obviously don't need to rely on anybody else, you know? I think that's what they're going for. I think that's what they're going for. As far as, like, why they survive and shit, it's because at their core they're very selfish and they can self-sustain, so at the end of the day, some other people might have to rely on others, but if they just rely on themselves, they stay alive, then all is good in their book. I think that's what it is. I could also be talking out of my ass. That is always a possibility. And I will never forget that. Just making sure I keep the basic resources aplenty, so I have them in case I need to make shit. You can never go wrong with an abundance of resources. Always better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it, as they say. Let's test out the level 4 pipe rifle. It can give a one-shot headshot to a basic zombie that is not stronger, so not like one of the heavyweight ones, not a lumberjack, not a, like, military one, so, okay, so a basic one-shot, I'll take that. I know this isn't going to be able to one-shot a feral zombie to the head, because they're all strong, and God forbid it's a feral, like, strong one, then I'm going to be in real trouble. Probably better examples from Walking Dead, but Shane comes to mind, maybe even Daryl. Well, Daryl is somebody that a lot of people like because Daryl can treat others really well. But Daryl is a character that is able to function very well independently. I guess he does start out as a real asshole of a character. I forget what early Walking Dead some of those characters were like. But it's like, there's like a fine line between like a character that is an asshole and a character, because there's characters that are assholes that are not self-sustainable and then it ends up getting them killed. But it's like, I feel like a prerequisite to being an asshole character is you have to take care of yourself really well. And he could take care of himself really well, and then he eventually, you know, became a better person. If memory recalls. If memory serves me well on that. Stove coal! I love getting coal for Christmas. Wonder how long it'll be until my character can brew coffee. Oh, see, I already got the courier satchel. This means the quest is already completed. However, I want that loot. I want that quest loot. And I want the experience from killing the zombies. And this little extra loot right here, that's a bonus. I can now craft a quality 2 iron spear. That is good. Ow, you son of bitch. Why are you so resilient, construction worker man? You feel like the GTA Online DLC that comes in 10th of December's last DLC of GTA Online as the end of GTA 5. Lester's married and retired. Franklin owns a business. Trevor's retired, and now Michael. GTA Online gets DLCs? That's interesting. Nice. I didn't know that. Kind of comes with the territory of not really playing GTA, not really knowing what's going on with it or anything. But that sounds pretty neat. Well, hopefully if they're drawing that to a close, then, you know, it shows their intentions on the sequel game, you know what I mean? Because at a certain time, you gotta stop, like, making new shit for your old game if you're moving on the next game, so... That could be a good sign. I could take that as a positive, you know what I mean? Alright, there's a basement, so we should go check this out. Bad. 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 I love it when I get like a critical fucking strike on the head and their heads just explode, man. That's the best. The one-shot headshots. Those are always the most glorious. Lads, biker outfit. Biker outfit. We probably don't look like Mad Max anymore. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. I could not have been more wrong. I look more Mad Max than ever. Why is a biker... Okay, I don't think the developers of this game know what a biker outfit looks like. Why does the biker outfit have spikes all over it? That's not what a biker outfit looks like. That's not part of the design. God. How? How does this look so much more Mad Max than before? I mean, it's cool and all, but jeez, man. What the hell? Can of stock? I will eat that now. Thank you. That's fucking insane. Yeah, Apocalypse version sounds about right. Like, yeah, Apocalypse version, but also, what the hell? Just letting me know you're here now. Okay, Kayla, okay. We will get wrapped up, but I am gonna try to finish this third day out. So don't mind me. Just finishing this out. Oh my god, we got that in one lockpick. We're so lucky. I'm gonna scrap this pipe rifle. Lucky looter, find more dukes and loot. Nice! Steel club parts, not gonna use them, but I can sell them. Hell yeah. Alright, very good, very nice. Basically heists, businesses, and missions. Even though they abandoned Red Dead, you want to see possible new weapons and vehicles. That's fair, that's fair. You feel like it's bittersweet your GTA Online characters going one last rodeo with the last important character for the end after everything? I mean, that's just kind of how it goes, though. You know? That's just how games work. If you plan on having a sequel game at a certain point, the old game is going to get abandoned. That's just the harsh reality of it all. Some games last a lot longer. Some games have really good support networks for a while. Some games don't. Yeah, I am becoming more Mad Max. But you know, I think that's a good thing. I feel like Mad Max world is the type of character that would thrive in an apocalyptic situation. But yeah, my character is looking really Mad Max. Red Dead 2 was created and given updates in 2018 when GTA Online was still being milked. Well, I guess that's also a downside because, yeah, GTA Online, you gotta be careful with the games where like a certain function of the game or a certain portion of the game becomes the cash cow, because that happens in like every game where like you have something that's really popular and it leads to another thing not getting the care and love that it needs. So like Red Dead 2 could probably have had a lot more better support, and especially for like the online and everything. But because GTA 5 was so profitable for Rockstar, they just kept doubling down on that instead. If you want to take it from the Call of Duty perspective, the unfortunate cash cow was ultimately Warzone, because once they realized what Warzone was, and they kept milking Warzone over and over, that's what led them down the path that most people are dissatisfied with now. So it's like, it's great when you can have something that's very good for your game or your community, where like it generates all this popularity, it can generate all that income. But the thing is, if you lean too hard into it, you might kill the soul of what you're creating, or you might not pay attention to the things you need to pay attention to. So like Red Dead 2 got a little bit of neglect because they were still so focused on GTA 5 Online. But it's like for Call of Duty, they diverted all their resources towards something that people, while a lot of people still enjoyed Warzone, if you remember on the timeline of Warzone, when Warzone became integrated with Cold War, but especially when it became integrated with Vanguard, that was when there was a steep decline. But because it kept making money, even though it was dissatisfying a lot of people at that point, their decision making and everything, how they were prioritizing things, they just leaned into it because more money good, right? Long term, there's a lot of people that have permanently abandoned Call of Duty. It happens. You got to be careful as a game developer. You got to make sure you're listening to the needs of the majority of your people, you know? The people that are invested in all your shit. That's one factor for Red Dead Online's death, yeah. Yeah, not sure you want to spend time in another Red Dead game just to be abandoned again. Yeah, well, that's the thing. You run the risk, because it's like, Red Dead is still fantastic because they made a really good solo experience, but as far as like the online experience and evolving, that shit just died, you know? You want to one day make a GTA-like game with Red Dead Redemption-like mechanics, but in the current day with new mechanics? I have no idea what that would look like, but I like your train of thought. It's the ideation of things where you're combining the best parts of really good products, where you can create really good things in the future. I appreciate the ambition that goes into that. Oh my god. As much as I would love a wrench, Trader Rhett, you have finally given me a bicycle. GTA 6 will probably be that. Maybe it will. And if it is, that would be fantastic. If it is, that would be fantastic. But at the end of the day, nobody knows what GTA 6 is going to be. The only thing people know is they assume what it'll be. They're assuming that GTA 6 will have, ooh, special job, opening trade routes. That's how you get another trader. Okay. So, we're going to open the trade route.
I'd say it's been an
Burnt Forest. Burnt Forest, I'm pretty sure, is always Trader Jen. Yep, Trader Jen. Again. Trader Jen is great, don't get me wrong, but I want to level up, like, the weapons and the vehicles and the shit like that. Hey, bicycle. Oh my god! I have a skull and crossbones on the back. Is that crossbones or is that baseball bats? That is awesome. Dude, I am Mad Max Luffy and I fucking love it. Wow. Imagine Red Dead 2 fishing, inventory, hair and beard growth, and the GTA modern day stuff and elements like environment and Red Dead 2 like forest area. That'd be good. That'd be good. You bet you can make your game idea before GTA 6 releases. Game's been delayed to November. Yeah, the game's been delayed a lot, but for anybody who might be critical of developers for delaying the release of a game, I would like to point to you Exhibit A, Cyberpunk 2077. Don't rush a game just for the sake of rushing it. If you're going to take your time, as far as I'm concerned, you take as much time as you need to make a really good release of that game and make it great. That is my opinion. That is my opinion. And I think it is a very fair way of thinking. It's like, do not rush the game. If you're going to take your time, you make sure that it's releasing good and it is a good finished, ready product. Literally, Cyberpunk was super anticipated, had the shitty release, and if they didn't create a smash hit anime series and then also overhaul, update, and fix the fucking game, anticipating that to revive the game, then Cyberpunk would have fallen off a cliff and died too. It's like, do not create another Cyberpunk. That is what I would advise for the people working on GTA and anybody highly anticipating these game releases. Just be patient. Let them have the time to give you a good game that is worth the wait. Because God forbid you wait a little extra long and then it finally gets forced and then it turns into a terrible release. Then everybody will be unhappy. How much rushing they need. They started in 2019 and 2020 barely did anything due to pandemic. And if they keep delaying... Oh no! Oh my god, this is how you get the miner's lung thing. Oh no, I didn't know this was a function. Oh, this is a change since the last time I played that I didn't know. Oh god. A shot of black lung serum will extend your survival time. Oh my god. How do you make that? I can make it. Coal, plant fibers, mushrooms! Oh no! Oh, I could have harvested those in the caves! Oh my god. Well, I can get to the trader and I can get out of this biome. The burnt forest is way harder to live in than I remember. Oh boy. This is a problem. This is a problem. My character's survival is now on a timer. No, the trader's gonna be closed by the time I get there. Oh no, 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 no. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Mistakes were made. Oh, dear God. I need to get out of here. Trader Jen's just closed at 21:50. It becomes nighttime at 22. And... oh, boy. I made this trek while not being prepared. Whoopsie. Well, yeah, I mean... you could always be dissatisfied with how long it's taking something and delays and everything, but I will always advise that you need to have patience when it comes to you need to have a lot of patience when it comes to game releases, at least. Because, trust me, as dissatisfied as you are with delays, you will be way more upset if they finally release the game and it comes out garbage. So, even though it might defy all logic, even though you might be getting a little antsy, you're waiting, you're anticipating for that game to come out, just give them the time and trust that it'll be a good finished product when it is ready. Because another game that will give you as much time, love, and joy as playing GTA 5 assumedly gave you, I'm sure that would be worthwhile to wait for, just so long as they deliver. Now, if you give them all the time they need and then they release it and they don't deliver, then that's on them. That's their fault. Then they fucked it up. But that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing. Fun fact, by the time GTA Vice City happens, Jack would have still been alive. Oh, shit. Damn. Yeah, you forget how recent that timeline on those games is. With the many broken Ubisoft games, better to take your time, couldn't progress with the Star Wars Outlaw bugs. Yeah. I remember Star Wars Outlaws, they were like, oh, this is gonna be a great Star Wars game. Never heard a single good thing about it. Never saw any content creation about it either. Didn't seem like it went over very well. A lot of people are very upset with having to deal with broken ass and just ass in general releases of games. So it's like, I say give them the time they want. If they still fuck it up after they get all the time they say they need, then at that point, then you can be upset. You can be a little miffed with how it's taking longer than anticipated, and that is perfectly fine. Well, like I said, last thing you want is a bad release, so you at least gotta give them that. If you give them that and then they still mess it up, that's where you gain all the rights to judge everything, because they were given everything they said they needed, and then if they still mess it up, yeah, that's on them. Ain't it weird they fired so many people if they wanted the game polished? Why make the time last longer? I don't know. Companies function in weird ways, and there's always a lot of factors at play. It's not exactly a simple thing. It's a very complex thing. A company, what it makes, if it's able to sustain, like, its staff or whatever. So I don't understand what the situation was like at Rockstar, but what I'm assuming is, I guess even their cash cow wasn't bringing them in enough money for them to be like, yeah, we can keep all the people we currently have on staff. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It seems like they might have made questionable decisions, but at the end of the day, we don't have a behind-the-scenes look. We don't know what influenced their decisions, so at the end of the day, all there is to just live with whatever decision they made. Also, nighttime is beautiful in this game. Look at that shit. God, I love nighttime in video games. They do it so well. That is also a very graphically good sun. I did not just say that. That is a very graphically good-looking moon. I meant to say moon. I said the exact opposite of what I meant. Rockstar delivers in storytelling, but goddamn if they ain't greedy. Hey, I feel like all the AAA game companies are a wee bit greedy. You just gotta hope that they give you something good. Marvel seems lenient in NDAs, meanwhile Rockstar is goddamn strict with it. Yeah, that's another thing too. When it comes to the non-disclosure agreements, sometimes there's just answers you're never gonna get when it comes to the big companies. Because they will protect their asses and their assets with NDAs. If we can't talk about shit, you're just never gonna get the insight. You just got to take their word for it. And then that is what it is. Alright, we finally got some food. And we got some water. And we store these things. Store them away. Repair kits. Actually, one of those repair kits, as much as I don't want to use them, I mean, I've got 10 of them. I'm gonna use one to repair this handgun. Because I feel like the handgun's actually decent, and I want to hold on to that. I'll leave that there. Don't need any of these things. I should store that as a resource. I'll store the feathers, don't really need those anymore. Coal, I'll put that with that. Don't need that, don't need that. These are things I'll sell. I'll go ahead and make the water now, actually. Water. Agua. Dos. I need a minute 40, and that is perfectly a minute 40. W. And then we'll put this back. Remember, I got caught in 8K triple HD ultra graphics. Yeah. I got caught calling the fucking moon a sun. Not my proudest moment. Not my proudest moment. Staring directly at the moon in the night sky and saying that it is a very beautiful sun. It's a pretty silly thing to say, not gonna lie. I fucked that one up. I want to know why I can see the dark side of the moon, actually. That's what I want to know. You clipped it? Hell yeah. Oh, man. Well, lads, we have gone about 20 minutes over. We have reached the end here. I think we're gonna do this next Sunday as well, and this next Sunday we should hit the blood moon as well, so we're gonna have some absolute fucking chaos, and I would be surprised if we can survive the Blood Moon. Because this is rough. We've been doing well, but the zombies on this warrior difficulty compared to the normal one, they hit harder, they take more damage, and I don't know how that's going to translate to the Blood Moon, but I'm not looking forward to it. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, FNAF 4 is going to make me piss myself. But yeah, this is going to be all I got for you guys today. I hope you all had a wonderful time watching. I've had a wonderful time. Oh, my water finished. I've had a wonderful time streaming, as per usual. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend, a wonderful week to come. There's a zombie out here bitching at me. Let's not do that, please. Hope you have a wonderful week to come. I will have videos for you throughout the week. We will have FNAF 4 on this next FNAF Friday. We'll have Red Dead Redemption on Saturday, and we will have 7 Days to Die again on Sunday. But that's all I got for you guys today. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you next time, and this will be goodbye for now. Good afternoon to good evening from me, but good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night to you all, depending on the time zone. But yeah, I'll catch you all later. Hope you have a good one, lads. See you next time.